Hello, welcome to yet another exciting adventure with those natural ones in the Shadowfell. So, before we get started, since we are running a couple minutes late, Scott, do your thing. Talk about the same thing you talk about every week.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm here to tell you about Those Natural Ones Patreon. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/Those Natural Ones. Lots of different levels to help support the stream. Base level, access to the fan Discord. You can watch the memes and stuff that we're sharing during the stream and ask players questions, stuff like that. We also had our first merch ever go out recently. There is merch at very many different levels. There's merch every year. There's merch quarterly at different levels. I just got a picture from our first patron of the mug they just received. So hopefully I'll have one to show in the future. So check it out, patreon.com/Those Natural Ones. And thank you to our ongoing Amistra level patrons, Lesson Floor Marlat and Don Marlat. Thank you again. And check out the ticker at the break and at the end for a list of all of our patrons.
Cool.
Here comes the money.
Here comes
That's what
the money.
patrons for.
Exactly. All right. I cannot believe you have a Shane McMahon jersey on.
Oh, no.
That's
100
hilarious.
WrestleMania.
That is absolutely
it's like
hilarious.
the legit jersey too,
Yeah.
which is why it keeps breaking.
I gotta change my setup because now that I have this gigantic TV I'm using as a monitor, my other monitor is in front of half of it and I can't see you guys. So, anyway. Thank you, Scott, for talking about Patreon. Make sure you check it out. Emery, you're better at this than I am. Do the thing.
Hey, welcome to either our YouTube or our Kick or our Trovo or our Twitch
Or our threads.
or our Threads.
Well, we're
Find
not.
us and talk to us on
Yeah.
Threads.
We're not streaming
Right?
on Threads, though. I wish we were.
We're not streaming, but you can talk to us.
Absolutely.
You can
Threads are
find
on the
us-
web.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah, in podcast form, wherever you find your podcasts, Apple or otherwise. You can chat us up on Facebook, on Instagram, but wherever you find yourself going to the
X.
web, you can also typically find us.
X. The platform formerly known as Twitter.
Are we on X?
God,
I mean, technically, yes.
Technically, I don't think we've ever posted
No,
anything.
I might have posted one thing when I first set it up, but no, we don't with
this
Elon.
it weirdly became the prince of social media for
Yes.
some reason. But yeah,
Right.
wherever you find us, remember to like and subscribe, as it really helps us out.
Absolutely.
Their logo looks like it's like softcore porn now.
I know it does. There's so many.
You
Microsoft
really need
owns
to add
X.
2 X's
Yeah, they do.
for the full effect.
There
they're
are
really
so
bad at
many
this one.
memes. There's so many memes. It's ridiculous.
So many memes.
Thank you, Emery. I think that is it for announcements, unless somebody else has something that I'm forgetting. Fantastic. All right.
To be on the podcast
Are we-
services, go ahead and leave us a good rating because it really helps us out.
Yes.
Are we set on our live show date?
I think so. We will be doing our next live in person. And we say live. We're always live. We're live right now. Otherwise, it would have worked.
This is a carefully curated troll account.
Yes.
Together in person.
Like,
Together,
would it,
in person.
Would it have worked?
Probably not.
Just-
Well, no, we would have just edited out the part that didn't work. But
No, that's just inauthentic.
Exactly.
I do that when I redo it. I
Absolutely.
edit out the parts
But-
with no sound.
we
I
will be.
swear we're professionals.
Yes. Our next in-person sitting around a table special Friday. Actually, I'm sorry, not this month. Our special extra stream will be Saturday, the 26th, starting at. We haven't decided if we're doing 7 or 6:30 since it's on a Saturday. We might do 6:30. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out and we'll tell you next week. Also,
Nick, you said it was on a Saturday?
yes,
On a Saturday?
on a Saturday.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Did you miss that whole Discord conversation?
No, I'm just reiterating for the audience.
For the audience, fantastic. Also, next week.
Watch
sorry.
party.
Sorry, I said it was the last announcement, and I lied because we have more announcements. Next week,
Oh yeah.
I won't be here because I've got an event that I have to do, but don't fear because Sam, what are you doing?
I am going to run us through one, maybe two, depending on how wild things go, scenarios in Honey Heist. So, that's where you're a criminal trying to steal honey at HoneyCon 2023, and you're a goddamn bear. So,
Ooh.
I'm gonna wear
buckle
this
up.
shirt again, and it'll be "Here Comes the Honey."
Oh, shit.
Here comes the honey.
Nice.
So, it's a short little simple thing, but it should be fun.
Fantastic.
It'll be a night to remember.
Now, Sam, since you're also drinking from mason jars, unironically, go ahead. I think that's actually it for the announcements this time. So just go ahead and tell people what happened last week. Give the rundown.
Absolutely. So, last week, I'm on the wrong week. I was about to tell you what happened 2 weeks ago. Okay, so last week we discussed dinner plans while properly disposing of the vampiric minions via fire. We rested with Rhett waking to a feeling of malaise and Elric using legend lore to discern the location of Sergei's sword. Based on his vision, we traveled to the swamp where we found an old woman and her freestanding hut. Attempting to seek her help, we revealed the plan, only for her to panic that we were going to hurt her boy. We fought the old woman and inevitably also fought her house because it sprouted legs and started beating us up. Orpheus climbed into the hut, saw a baby in a crib. When he tried to pick up the baby, the illusory baby vanished. Beneath the crib, Orpheus found a gem, and when he removed it, the house went still. We learned that via her journal that she was Baba Lysaga and was once the caretaker of Strahd, doing a lot of work putting him on the path that brought him to where and what he is now. With Strahd now estranged from her, we learned that the baby was an illusion of the young Strahd she missed so dearly. More travel led us to the statue that Elric saw in his vision, and beneath it, a hilt. The hilt was revealed to be a sun sword. We ended the session over a short rest and Arnon attuning to the blade. As soon as the attunement was made, he heard the blade say, "Take me to Strahd." And that's where
Fantastic.
we pick up.
Fantastic. And that is exactly where we pick up. You are all standing around this statue, this grave site that you defiled and dug into. Found this object that after standing there for about an hour or so to attune to it, Arnon, you did hear in your head, "Take me to Strahd." What are you all doing?
Did we hear that?
No.
Did Arnon react?
Arnon?
Does he have to make a deception roll for us not to see his involuntary reaction?
Would it be perception or insight for us to see him freak the fuck
Oh,
out?
yeah. Insight?
Arnon, how does this affect you?
I'm starting to wonder if I didn't wake up doing as well as I thought I did today. I'm back a couple days ago. There's a voice in my head. I think it's another bad day in the Shadowfell, and I don't want to say anything about it.
So you're hiding the fact that you're hearing
Oh
something?
yeah.
Sure, go ahead and roll a deception check to see what happens.
This should go well.
Seeing as we're newly established friends,
That
I think,
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's what we call a dirty one.
It's amazing. Amazing.
It's a one that some would call unnatural.
So, can I roll my insight? Do I need to?
No, you don't need to, but if you feel like rolling, fucking go for it.
Oh my
You all see Arnon's eyes get kind of wide as he's standing there, If whomever happens to be looking in that direction at the time, you do notice Arnin's kind of his body language, his muscles kind of tense up and his eyes get a little wide. But none of you see why.
So the sword hasn't activated or lit up or anything?
No,
this is just...
Arnin, you haven't. Have you activated the sword?
Oh, no. It just talked to me and I just kind of froze.
Well, you should be grateful it doesn't have like a, I don't know, Louisiana accent or something.
Sure. Hello there, Chair.
Those can get a little unintelligible the deeper
Indeed.
you go.
Oh man, that'd be amazing. An unintelligible intelligent sword that speaks in your head. Fantastic.
We're not doing
Amazing.
that yet.
It's yelling at you to do stuff and you don't even know what it's saying. Oh my god.
Don't give me ideas.
It's like, why does he look
No.
perpetually confused?
I'm an idea generator. So, yeah, so we're, oh god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goddess. Are we really going to go to the dinner?
Oh, we're going there at some point.
All right, so the plan is to leave all of our gear somewhere? Is that it? I don't really want my shield and hammer in the hands of the vampires, minions.
I mean, can we?
Well, I'm not sure that the vampire has a check-in desk.
Mm,
I mean, if he has our measurements and he is seemingly watching everything, the measurements thing is pretty personal. It's kind of upsetting.
The magic sword that can only speak like a wrestler cutting a promo before a match.
Oh god, the ultimate warrior sword.
you
So I was
probably
thinking about
cast
this.
you probably cast a spell that discerns
I
measurements.
mean, it probably doesn't matter, but I think attitude error would be more appropriate.
Well, I'm
Clearly.
sure that he knows what a bag of
Mhm.
holding is. But what if we put the bag of holding inside of like a backpack? Like a regular pack.
Oh, thank God you said in a backpack.
And like
I
then
was
out of
worried- I was wondering
disguise,
about my
disguise the bag of holding.
I don't think that's how that works, because the bag of holding can't mentally think of what it wants to disguise itself as.
Well, yeah, and I mean, the suggestion
we
is
could
dumb
hide our-
anyway. I
put
know
our
that,
weapons
there's
in the
no-
bag.
It was a good thought. It was a good thought. I liked it.
Oh, whatever. I mean,
That-
it's fine. It's fine.
No,
Doesn't
Brings up
someone here
a
have
good question. What
invisibility?
happens if you pull the bag of holding inside out?
It
Oh,
dumps
God.
everything out.
You make a mess. That's what happens.
That's it? There's no like
Oh my God, Lindsay.
disappointing.
black hole formed?
Yeah, I was thinking
No.
like universe implosion,
No,
Yeah.
that's a
wormhole opening.
that's what you get when you have a portable hole and a bag of holding. You
Yeah,
gotta
and
Portable?
don't
I'm
mix
sorry,
them.
what do
'cause
you
I-
gotta do?
It's what you don't got to do. You don't put them together. Don't put one inside the other one, because then I lose all my chocolate-covered crickets.
God, do you
It'd be
still
too
have
glorious.
those?
That hole.
It'd be not okay.
you would lose a lot more than that.
Yeah, well,
In either case, pocket dimension implosions aside, Arden, you might actually be onto something.
I mean,
Hiding a bag of holding within another bag.
when you detect magic, can you detect the bag of holding?
When I do that, yes, I can.
Well, then he could probably find it pretty easy if he's got
Yeah.
that. ability.
okay. Question:
There's
Does
a way
detect
to
magic? Does it work? Can it see through? Like, say I swallow a magic ring. Can you detect it on the inside of me?
Just
about-
a sec.
I mean, the way that that dress is pictured that, like, I'm wearing, I mean, it probably won't work, but, like, what if I, like, put it under my dress?
With detect magic, I'm able to sense the presence of any and all magic
All right.
within 30 feet of me.
Oh, man. All right. I was hoping my massive corpus would conceal it.
But the spell is blocked by anything thicker than anything thicker than a foot,
Anything
or in some cases
thicker than your mom.
you stop.
I think you're thinking of my mom.
A foot of stone, an inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet worth of wood or dirt.
How much lead?
A thin sheet.
So, is lead bendable?
Bendable. You can perhaps bend it once.
I mean, because I remember the guys used to like play with lead, because you can like, just with the friction with your fingers, you can get it soft.
Yeah, you
With-
can.
I mean, 3 feet.
Oh my god.
And we're back to the glory hole.
What was that about your mom?
You.
No,
Glory hole.
I think the most obvious of those
Singing
three
it
is
too,
the
Corey
3
days.
feet of dirt. We can just bury it somewhere. That way we'll be able to find it later. For whatever
Well,
you're
Can we
thinking of.
put it under the statue in the church?
Is it really not an option to put it under our dresses?
They've already attacked us in the church once, and I don't think
Yeah, they can get in the church.
protect.
I mean, unless your dress is made out of lead, it sounds like they could detect magic through your dress.
Let's just go buy a lead dress. I'm sure it's super
they
easy.
don't know what's under my dress.
Well, they do
Or-
because they sent it to you.
Oh, speed
You
up,
checked
speed
your-
up.
Beat up, boot up.
Arden, you're giving away my plan.
So we need to dig a hole, bury the bag, remember where it is.
Or, I just had a terrible thought.
Eat it.
If they do take all of our stuff, maybe no. I don't.
I mean, won't we
no,
kind
I mean,
of need
no,
some of our stuff to
Arden-
get there safely?
Arden could do it. Arden could follow them, find out where it is in case we need it. Then we can go get it.
But locate object will go through the dirt. That's how we found the sword. belt.
Yeah, but I didn't prepare that today.
I did.
Yeah, but if we're trying to hide it, if they got locate
Yeah,
object, that could.
Yeah, the locate object is not very powerful magic. If they've been watching us long and well enough to get our exact measurements, we might be dealing with, at the very least, a pretty powerful user of magic.
I mean, okay, let me put it this way. If my divination spells are not working in this valley from my goddess of divination, he's probably got powerful magics at his command. He might even be considered a demi-god at this point. I don't know.
Unless we can find someone who can generate thin sheets of lead quickly.
Wait a minute.
Like Orpheus said, I think we're looking at burying our things.
Pretty sure all the paint where Butch grew up has lead in it.
Huh. You'd have to ask the Wood Elves about that.
No, Gwen.
I don't. Not intentionally. Not in my area, I should say.
Makeup, maybe.
That's far more likely.
Who was it that can
This is
create
probably
stuff from
just
nothing?
lead, and I just point to Gwen's face. This is probably
Can we
terrible for me.
use that magic paint to make lead?
That's a really good question.
I don't know.
Probably. We made a fucking iron wall into a door back. Showed you.
Give
Can
me
we
a moment.
paint the underside of Rhett's dress, like the What's the floofy part under the prettier?
The bustle.
Thank you. Can we paint the? Thank you, disembodied voice. Can we paint the underside of Rhett's bustle? Turn that
Okay,
layer of
you're not
muslin
wearing
or
a bustle.
whatever. Just that internal layer of muslin. Turn that to lead, and then I knew the word muslin, but I didn't know bustle. Okay, whatever. Anyways,
Petticoat.
turn that to lead, and then she can just put the, she can put the bag of holding in the back. It makes her butt look real big. Not that you need it.
To be,
I'm liking this style a lot more than my
Wait.
idea.
No, hold on. I'm actually not sure if you were complimenting that I didn't need it or that I didn't need it because I do have a big butt, which is true.
I'm
To
saying
be
your
fair.
butt's beautiful, Rhett.
Rhett,
But-
either way, you're going to be
but-
amazing.
Here's a question.
You could also put the bag back there.
If you have detect magic up and there's lead, do you show a void, or is it just not a detectable magic area? Like, if she does that, is she going to have like a big void under her petticoats when he
Well,
looks?
You shouldn't be looking under.
Arden-
Arden really
or
personal,
Elric,
and if they
roll-
ask me,
Elric, roll a Arcana check.
Arcana?
Now,
Sure.
can wizards cast detect magic as a ritual?
Yes, I think so.
Well, then let's just experiment and find out. Take it to the
Valid.
test.
I think we're gonna
In
have.
theory is nice, but in practice,
just
you
wanna-
should practice.
With a 12, you're not.
we're gonna pay.
You've never tried it before. You're not sure.
Got it.
Just
I
try
think we
it.
just
Let's
need-
do it. Let's
Here.
do it.
I
Let's
would
be
say.
experimental under my dress, you guys.
Well, we
Figure it out.
You're not wearing it yet.
Everyone, give
could
me a
just-
moment.
Just cut a piece and test it.
I'm going to go off to. There are walls around
I
here.
mean, there's like
Right.
you're in a ruins. There, you're not
Yeah.
where you're at. There aren't, but you can walk probably a few hundred feet to some of these ruins that are basically like the foundations of walls that have started to sink into the swamp.
Okay. I am going to find one of those leftover foundational walls, and I'm going to attempt to use the marvelous pigments to paint.
Your
as
fingers, apparently.
Yes. Getting way into character.
Finger painting.
Painting a sheet of lead,
Okay.
a 1 foot by 1 foot square, just a test.
Okay. Takes you
I
probably.
mean, that's a big test.
It's that you got more paint in there than you know what to do with. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes you a couple minutes, but you're able to paint up this sheet, and through the power of magic, becomes a solid lead plate.
Okay. Someone hold this.
I'll hold it. Butch holds it.
Okay.
I'm very good at holding things.
And then I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Butch, where are you holding this item?
I'm holding it. I'm going to kneel down, put my shield in front of me, and hold it so that my shield with this magical thing on the front is behind it.
Fantastic. Elric, you spend your 11 minutes or however long it is to ritually cast Detect Magic. Every one of your companions starts glowing with the auras of the items that they're carrying. You do notice there is a blank spot in front of Butch. Not necessarily like there's... You just notice that where that sheet is, that lead panel, there's nothing behind it.
So
If we all walk
I can
away,
detect an absence.
I mean,
But-
it's not necessarily that you detect an absence. You just don't detect through it. You can't really. You can see the lead panel, so you know it's there. But what you're sensing in the direction of the lead panel is the same feeling that you're sensing from pretty much everywhere else around you when you look away from your compatriots and their accoutrement.
This could work. Like, I can see you, but I'm not detecting any magic coming from you with that sheet in
What is
front.
it? 1 inch,
Okay.
right? Was it a 1 inch lead?
It is a thin sheet.
Oh, it doesn't say how thick it has to be.
According to Detect Magic, the words are a thin sheet of lead. The 1 inch was common metal.
1 inch of common metal. Okay, so it's a thin sheet of lead or 1 inch of common metal. Okay, because lead is not light.
No, it is not.
So that's another
These are
thing to keep.
petticoats.
No, but I'm strong as fuck.
Are you? Don't you have like an 8?
Yes.
I can just
How
carry
much-
her the whole night.
How much room do you have
9.
in your shell when you're not turtling?
Huh? Oh, like where my limbs go? Doesn't work like that.
You can't shove something where the limbs would be if you.
I have 2 places to shove things, Gwen. 2.
I won't. I'm sorry. I apologize, Butch. I won't shove anything in either.
I volunteered one of them already, but I liked Rhett's idea better. Besides, I don't think I've got enough flesh in the back to cover up the. Yeah.
I mean, okay, even if we take all these precautions, what if you can still find it? And we end up losing these items that we have.
Wait. What if we paint the lead on my shell? No. Wait. Why am
That's
I
what I was
making this
gonna say.
suggestion?
That's what I was gonna say. Is we paint
Actually,
your
hold
shell
on.
with the lead and put the bag
Yeah,
in
but-
your shell.
I have
It's
a
going to be a
question.
lot less uncomfortable for Rhett than
big's the bag
uncomfortable.
of
Lindsay, what's your
Good
question?
question. What if is there a way for the bag of holding to be invisible, and then can my unseen servant carry it? Because then all they would be detecting is the fact that there's an unseen servant.
What if he tried to make you dispel your unseen servant? Say,
And then
fuck
we'd
you,
be
Gerard stays.
fucked.
I mean, we do have a lizard pet, right? Or whatever.
I'm sorry.
Did you
we have
call
a
him
what?
lizard?
Whatever it is, I don't know. Little mini
Hold her back.
dragon thing.
It's a 12
It's
inch.
like the thing from Magic School Bus, right? Just tie the bag to that thing.
I believe we
Uh,
determined that the H is silent.
I don't think there's an H in Max's school bus.
That's what I. Well,
Oh, wait,
there's
in
school,
school.
yeah, but I mean,
No.
it is silent.
Okay.
Magic school bus.
If Dracula's stepdaughter wasn't already questioning our intelligence enough, she is definitely questioning our intelligence right now.
Is she here with us?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
she's on Twitch.
Yeah, she's on Twitch.
Oh, I thought. No, I was thinking in game. Sorry.
Strahd's stepdaughter is just hanging out with you.
That would be
She
amazing.
gets real mad about Baba.
Oh my
Saga.
god.
Hey, we already killed his mom, so.
Oh god.
All right.
Is that? Did Butch know that? Did I just find out just now?
That it was his mom.
You heard him say. You heard the lady say
I think I was distracted.
about my boy.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean. I thought it was talking about the baby or something.
Yeah, no, it was explained and followed up on that her boy that she's referring to is Strahd.
Yes. These terrible, terrible memories are returning. Which would prefer to have this blocked out? Thank you.
Okay. Here's my idea. Wherever we put this bag, I'm going to line the outside of it with a thin sheet of lead. The question is, how close do we want our things to Strahd's castle?
I think our things are going to be in Strahd's castle.
I think either way they're going to be inside Strahd's castle. The question is how close do we want them to our hands? We also have to consider what Strahd might do if he finds out we've violated the terms of the agreement.
Because
I think that means we're effed.
Oh, I think he's going to try to kill us all.
I think, but that's if we break the agreement. If this is truly diplomatic, as Father Lucian seemed to confirm.
Let's be honest. When we break the agreement.
Okay.
But we don't. If I break the agreement, it's going to be on accident. Like when it makes me so mad.
Victories are.
I don't want to.
Accidents do happen.
Okay, I'm going to begin painting a thin sheet of lead on this bag.
The bag of holding?
Yeah, on the bag of holding.
Can you?
If there's anything anyone would, hold on.
I thought we.
If there's anything that anyone would like to try to hide on their person, give me your clothes so I can attempt to paint a thin lead sheet on your clothes.
Okay, I just want to make sure, Emery, you're aware that you all are currently still standing in the swamp. The clothing that he sent you is back at the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when we get back to the clothes...
Before you paint the bag, can we wrap it in something and then you paint that wrapping? So that way you're not actually... So we're not having to meticulously peel off or somehow remove the lead from the bag when we're ready for it not to be concealed again? Or will it still function the same way and open as easily?
We paint it with a
it's made
metal,
wet?
it's not going to be very openable.
That's what I was thinking. So can we wrap it in something that we can break later?
It's going to be a lot less insertable.
I don't...
Our
It depends on what you wrap it in.
cleric here, Butch,
Lambskin.
you are the strongest among us. I'm sure you can open a bag of metal.
Yeah. Remember the first time.
And you're the one who's been holding it this entire time, right?
No, it's been
No,
Rhett.
Rhett has
Rhett's
the
had
bag
it
of
this whole
holding.
time.
Okay.
As the bard, she carries the loot.
Hey-o.
That tracks. Okay. Do we have something to cover this bag for me to paint on top of?
We should
we
look in the
head-
bag and see what we have.
Yeah, can we head back to the church and
Yeah.
do this there?
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe there'll be some stores on the way that sell lambskin.
DM, I got a
Know
technical
what
question.
you were
Yeah.
saying.
Is the stuff inside the bag on the same plane of existence?
No, it's in a pocket dimension.
Damn. Well, then I'd rather not put my weapon in there because of my weapon bond ability that allows me to summon it.
Oh, shit. You're right.
Okay, what if we tied all of our other stuff to his weapon?
No.
So when it flies back,
No.
no?
Not even
Just- I
one thing?
just breaks my arm. Just everything.
All the armor, all the weapons, everything. Just no.
just suddenly 500
real,
pounds
though,
on top of you.
If you
Magic
did,
of duct
if you
tape.
tied your sword to like, let's not necessarily my staff, but let's, for the sake of argument, my staff. If you were to tie your sword to my staff and then called your sword, would my staff come too?
No.
Mm.
It doesn't take things
I
it's
feel
tied.
like it should work like Tears of the Kingdom, and
No,
we should just
absolutely
be able to,
not.
like, merge all of the things.
Because
all the
it
time.
just it disappears from the location it's at and reappears in his hand.
With my
No.
staff tied to.
No, it would your staff and the
Oh, it
rope
would
that you
still be
used
there,
would be
okay.
where the sword was.
So we gotta weld them together.
This is
No!
final. This is
Okay.
this is Final Fantasy 15 logic, and not Thor's hammer. That's what we're working with.
Yeah, he's not doing the Thor like, and it flies
what-
through the air and no. Although that
That's
would be
what-
epic and no, we're not. doing
That should be the special effect.
Okay, so we make our way back to Velaki.
It sounds like we're making our way back.
And I can
Same
have
with it.
2 bonded
Superman.
weapons, so I can do it with my sword and my shield.
Oh yes, you can. Emery will tell you about bonded weapons. I
Oh my God.
I bonded a rope in his
I
campaign.
Crazy.
Still,
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I also forgot about that, and I'm now upset all over again.
I'm happy all
Yeah.
over again.
I bonded
Although, it
bonded
does-
a
I don't
rope
think it
and it was
counts.
fantastic.
I don't think it counts as attunement if I weapon bonded to the radiant sword. So we could have both my sword and Arnin's sword.
I'm gonna have
We sacrifice my shield.
Weapon bond is separate from attunement effect.
So you could bond to it. get
Yeah,
it,
so
and
I could
toss
summon it
back to
anytime
Arnon.
if we need it, and then throw it to Arnin.
I think Nick's trying to figure
I
out.
feel
how
like
to
that'd
make
be
this
most
not
appropriate
work.
if we're going to
I don't think there's
dinner
any-
with Dracula.
I don't think there's any rule against that.
It's illegal.
That is fantastic.
probably-
I honestly don't think there's any rule that says you can't do that. You can bond, because you stay attuned to a weapon even if you are not carrying it. So
Yeah, I think that's probably the best approach as a insurance policy for our dinner with Strahd. Do you hear that, Arnon?
No.
I can weapon bond with 2 weapons, and instead of bonding with my shield, I'll bond with your radiant sword, and then if we need it, I can summon it and throw it to you.
If you're bonded to it, it takes an hour to bond to somebody else.
but bonding is not attuning. Bonding
Well,
and
the-
attuning are
oh.
2 separate things.
The weapon
Oh.
bonding.
My
ritual
weapon
does
bond is
take
an
hour.
ability.
Yeah,
that I
that's
have.
an Eldritch Knight ability.
Okay.
So it would
yeah.
stay
Like they did with
attuned
that
to you.
damn
Arnon.
rope.
It also takes an hour, but.
Yeah, I'll have to unattune to my shield, or not attune, but unbond with my shield and bond to the radiant sword for an hour.
You're gonna break that shield's little heart.
It's very tragic. And
Yeah, because it just says you have to have it with you for an hour.
So above game, it won't talk to him.
No, because he's not attuned to it. He's just bonding. He's just performing a ritual to bond to it. That's different than attuning.
What if it can talk to anyone it wants? We don't know. What if it's talking to Butch right now?
is it
All right.
talking to Butch right now?
So you guys are heading back to Velaki, correct?
Yes, we are.
All right. So you make your way back. It takes about, I think it was like 3.5 hours to get there. Pretty uneventful walk back. It is cresting into evening time at this point throughout the day. Sun has, well, if there was a sun, it would have set, but there is no sun or light, as it were. I can't see what that is. Is that a 20?
Yes, that's my pre-roll.
My pre-roll was 22.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Should I roll random numbers too?
yeah.
No.
So, as you make it back to the east or west gate of Valaki. They let you in. They recognize the guards, same guards that were there when you left. Open the gate for you, and you make your way in and head back to the cathedral. You walk up. It looks pretty much in the same state it was. You do notice that the father has taken some wood and nailed it over the broken glass. But as you walk in, you see that he's more or less just taken a few of the pews of the chapel, broken them down, and used that for the wood to barricade the broken windows.
The places where he nailed it, does it look like cake?
I'm sorry?
It's
Get
two
outta
different
here.
shows about cooking,
Okay.
kind of. Sorry.
Get out of here.
Father?
Oh, you made it back. Very good. Was your trip
Yes.
successful?
Yeah.
A profitable endeavor.
Fantastic. I hope you found what you were looking for.
We found so much.
We found many things, some of which we were not looking for. Other things which were not there, but we found. Other things we found that were there.
Well, you made it back safely. That's most important. We have not received any more visitors since last night, so.
You've been very fortunate in that regard.
I took the liberty to pull the trunk inside. I placed it in my office for you.
Thank you, Father. Gwen, it seemed you were excited to attend this dinner. Do you recall which night it's occurring on?
I believe it was an open invitation for dinner, if I recall.
Well, that's not good. It probably means we're the only invitees.
That would track, I think.
Probably a good thing. We can't necessarily count other invitees on our side. Should assume that they're not.
Well, it'd be nice to know who his allies are.
Baba Lysaga. Baba Lysaga.
Think Baba Saga had other children we need to worry about?
Most likely not. But
That's a big but.
it is entirely possible that there are other either allies or fell creatures that Strahd has under his command.
Yeah. That's why I really don't want to go there into the belly of the beast. He did say we would be safe so long as we followed his rules, right?
He said that. But we're also quite literally on a mission to kill him.
Yeah, he probably knows that. I mean, he knows our dress sizes.
I don't think he's concerned about that.
Something about this is off.
Yeah?
I'm thinking.
All right, Gwen. So I'm assuming we go to dinner. He talks. He shares with us his amazing plan for glorious Barovia, and then throws us in his dungeon without any of our stuff. Right?
I mean, I don't. Is the father still around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to the father. Father Lucian and say, didn't you say this is kind of SOP for him? That this is standard and he plays with his food but doesn't do anything for a time?
He is all about the showmanship, that is for sure. So this is more or less standard. This is not the first time he has invited people to Ravenloft. I am sure it will not be the last. You can assume that he will have precautions set in place.
Well, I don't trust. No, I probably do trust him. No, as far as I could throw him, I could probably throw him pretty far. Point is, oh crap. Now I'm worried we should just follow his stupid rules.
He's a showman.
Yeah.
He's going to, more than likely, when we get there, have something to show us as a means of displaying his power. Or his cruelty.
Can I think to my sword?
And I think to my sword, what a wonderful sword.
I cast the dizziest of Gillespies.
I wish that had been on the
Think
mic.
to my sword. Can we trust this Strahd guy?
Well, Arnon, I need an hour to bond with your sword so we can summon if we need to.
Arnon, as you think to your sword, can we trust him? You hear this raspy voice in the back of your mind that says, Strahd is not one to trust, but Strahd needs to be dealt with. Take me to Strahd.
Yeah, here you go. Orpheus, go ahead and bond it.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Do not.
What are you doing?
Do not. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I love this place. I hate this place. I love this place. I hate this place.
Fantastic.
Oh. Wow.
Suddenly he just throws birds at his sword for no reason.
You feel this sensation, this urge that you're like Frodo in the ring. It is almost impossible for you to release this sword, but at the last moment you kind of shake it off and you hand it over to Orpheus.
But you two should have just stood there together holding the sword
like a
for an
Taylor
hour.
Swift thing that's
Yeah.
about to happen here, or
Yep.
So I just like
Yeah.
hand it to Does it still talk to me when it's out of my hand?
It's not currently.
Okay.
And it's not.
Do I
talking
feel
to
anything when I
Orpheus.
take it from him?
No. You feel
No tingle for you.
I mean it's heavy for the size that it is.
Yeah, it is.
But
Impressive, Arnon. I find a portion of the building where I can seclude myself and bond with the weapon for an hour.
fantastic. All right.
What does that look like?
just like have a beer and tell stories.
Hey, sword.
I
How you
kind
doing?
of pet it, stroke it, and love it.
Right.
Give it
Poke
compliments.
I can't wait to
Tickle
hear what
it
the sword
underneath
says
the
to
hilt.
Arnon.
Ooh,
That
who's a
is-
ticklish
that is-
sword? Who's a ticklish sword?
I'm like
That is
JoJo,
so
the idiot
much
circus boy with a pretty new pet.
That's so much more tame than what I was thinking.
Well, unlike Butch, I don't offer to shove things in my openings.
Oh no!
In your Orpheuses?
Hey,
My
I was not
orifices.
eager.
Orifices, orifices. What a word or phrase.
What a world. What a world. All right.
World.
So while Orpheus is bonding to this sun sword, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, it seems that Orpheus is here to stay. I was thinking we need a new name.
We do.
Sneaky Cheeks is off the table.
The general's last name is Von Duren, is that right?
Yes. Calliope von Duran.
Von Duren?
Yes.
She formed this team to get back at Shan. What about Von Duren's Vengeance or something like that?
Calliope's Commandos?
We could do like 2Ds.
I like
Pretty good.
Vanduren's Vengeance.
Van Duren's Vengeance.
That does kind of look like a W, though.
I've
Wait, I'm doing
thus
it
I
weird.
have
Though.
invented the W.
Isn't that like the Wedgwood symbol?
I think I'd rather be Durin's
It's
envoy.
probably lots and lots
Yeah, it
of
is.
symbols.
It does look
I don't want to
rather
be associated
Norse.
with this instrument of vengeance.
That could be our secret sign.
It's a little bit more complicated than like this one, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's a little harder to do in a pinch.
We're not
We're
throwing
just
up
kidding.
gang signs on the stream, please.
All right, how about Von Duren's Vanguard?
There we go. That is revenge neutral.
Because we do more than just vengeance.
I've got
I
some
mean, it
vengeance
doesn't have to be
do.
all encompassing. Actually, it was Ironhaft that trained us, so then shouldn't it be Von Duren and Ironhaft's Vanguard and miscellaneous?
Yeah, but she's
cleanup
the
crew?
she's the
That's-
figurehead.
That's rolling less and less off the tongue.
Yeah. I like Von Duren's Vanguard or Von Duren's Vengeance. I like
Von Duren's Vagabonds.
Rest Pristine.
We haven't really had a central base of operations or a home.
No, but a Vanguard is it's the front of an advancing army.
We could be the Von Duren's 6. And then
Like
we
a
would
V6.
I was going to
Oh, God.
but then we could spell it with the whatever Roman numerals are called in this place, but Roman numerals, I can't tell which way it will show up correctly on camera,
We could-
but you know
We
what I
could
mean.
develop code names, and we could be the Secret Six.
My code name is
I like the Secret
Amy.
Six.
Actually, you're
Secret Six
apathetic
sounds
towards
nice.
the Secret Six today.
it's the
whatever.
or maybe it's the
whatever.
only thing today that showed any light in your eye.
Yeah, they.
Hopefully DC Comics doesn't come after us for the Secret Six.
Legally
Oh, is that a DC comic thing?
distinct
I don't read
Secret
DC Comics.
Six.
We spell 6 with a Y.
How about
Like,
S,
Hi.
like Nixie.
S and then the letter or the number 6,
Yes.
so it's not SS.
I got it.
S-
You're the Nikki 6. No? Okay.
Can we be
And we're back to our Motley Crue references.
Oh no.
I
let's
don't
just
think
be
Butch knows a
the
Nick.
Motley Crew.
Dining
Legally
with the
distinct
devil.
spelling.
The Hush Hush Henchman.
You know,
HHH.
this is getting us closer to I
Anyway.
like this direction.
We need to workshop it. We
We've
need
been
to.
No,
workshopping
no.
it
We'll
for
just be the
months.
Sneaky Cheeks, and we'll be done.
Yeah,
I'm
Sneaky Cheeks
for
forever.
Sneaky Cheeks.
Like, let's get
Sneaky
it
Cheeks
tattooed
6.
on our
Sneaky
stomach.
Cheeks 6.
And then when people ask about us, we can say, Alfred,
Sneaky Cheeks
Spin around for
6. I love it.
It was at this point that Elric allied himself with the vampire.
So,
Oh, yeah.
what are you all doing while Orpheus finishes up besides making up ridiculous monikers for yourself?
I didn't think mine was ridiculous.
No, yours was the. I liked yours personally.
You had the good one, and the
It just went downhill from there.
Van Duren's Vanguard is also good.
Until she betrays us.
Well, then, I mean, we've changed her name before. It's not unprecedented.
Sometimes teams need to change their name. That's a common occurrence.
Von Duren's Vanguard, now known as Fuck Calliope.
Like formerly known as Von Duren's Vanguard.
Ooh, what if we just call our team X?
That sounds
And
problematic.
then every time we walk in, it's just X Gold will give it to you, and just pound an ass
There you go.
constantly.
Okay, I changed my mind. Now it sounds good.
We could be the X elves. I mean, 2 of us aren't elves, but the rest of you are.
Did you say the 2 X elves?
No, we're the X. Like, instead of the X-Men.
I thought you were saying like
X-elves.
instead of extra large, it's extra elves.
That's where my mind went to.
I was like 2X elves.
This is the
The
quality
only one here is
content
extra large.
you can expect at those natural ones.
We are.
I didn't
If you
expect this
subscribe
conversation
to our
last this long.
OnlyFans, you can see what
have.
Orpheus was doing with that sword in the meantime.
Okay, let's
We're killing an hour while they
Let-
bond
let's-
stuff.
All
maybe
right.
for now.
So you guys have this
It's also-
conversation over the hour that Orpheus takes to bond with this sun sword's hilt. As Orpheus returns
is
to
it
the
just, like,
room,
special? Is it really special for him? I'd really like to know what his bonding looks like.
it's fantastic.
I'm
Only
so-
you got it.
I'm legitimately curious.
You've got to subscribe to the OnlyFans for that.
Oh no.
No, I don't. I'm part of this
If you're
company.
good at
God damn
something-
it.
I know, but I'm not going to tell you on stream. You're going to have to wait till after the stream.
Damn it.
We're not giving away premium
Those
content.
Natural OnlyFans strikes again.
Anyway,
On a scale of 1 to Buffalo
Probably
Bill,
mostly feet. I mean, like that's what the kids are into, right?
so
Sardine to mouth.
as you guys continue, oh Jesus Christ, as
Welcome back.
as Orpheus re-enters the room with all of you, now bonded to both his sword as well as Arnin's sun sword hilt. What are you all doing?
He was just a sword bonding son of a bitch.
What time is it?
At this point, it's probably cresting towards like 8, 9 o'clock.
So are we planning to do this dinner tonight, or are we gonna take a break? I
It's
know
gonna
you
take
guys
over
took
half
a
day
few
to get
hits.
there. It's going to take over half a day to get there, so
I guess we go to sleep and hope we don't get jumped again.
I nod at Arnon and toss him his sword.
thank you.
Does it feel different now, Vernon? Does your sword feel a little different now?
Feels a little
Did you say
cheaper.
anything to me when it got
a little
us
jealous.
back?
When it enters your hand again, you hear this voice appear in the back of your head. It says, "Do not put me down again until you eliminate Strahd."
Are you okay,
that's
Arnon?
Did you just give a thumbs up? Because
No,
if
that was Scott.
Oh, okay. I was like, because if that's an invisible thumbs up from Arnon, Gwen has questions.
I mean, that would have been amazing for Arnon to give Orpheus that thumbs up.
So, as you all
Okay.
are you all expiring for the night? That's not the word I wanted to say.
Hell no.
Retiring,
Retiring.
retiring, not
DM was
expiring.
ready to kill us already.
Fuck it, you all die. Roof collapses. You're
not
all
like
done.
that. Not that I'm gonna, be able to make any difference with it. But I guess I'll still like spend some time learning Infernal or whatever
Fantastic.
for a couple hours. I
Gosh
guess.
Don't worry,
darn it!
Red.
What is?
We'll get some drinks.
Go
in you
ahead.
soon.
Go ahead and
Thanks.
take your long rests in the safety of the city,
Difference? Maybe it won't.
We're gonna have watches, right?
if you would like.
I'll do the first one, I guess.
Fantastic.
What's
I
the
do
name of the
want-
woman we escorted here? I can never remember her name.
Irina.
Irina.
I'm gonna curl up into my shell in front of her door because I believe there's no windows in her room.
Correct.
I'm gonna watch with Arnon, just because I'm just gonna read some Infernal books and stuff. Because if I watch by myself, I'm not gonna help anything. Probably hurt more than help and stuff. Whatever.
As you all take your watches through the night,
Whatever.
it's pretty uneventful. Nothing really happens. So go ahead and take your.
See, I knew it wouldn't make a difference.
That's right.
See,
Go ahead and take your long rests, and then after you take your long rests in the morning, everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
It's too bad sleep in the
I
church
do wanna
doesn't give us
say-
a bonus.
We're waking up on the morning of the 22nd. The elephant was usable yesterday, so we can use it in a pinch. Put it out there.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Gonna
Oh
have to-
no!
This is going to be quite a dining experience.
Oh no!
No.
What save is this again?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
To not be borked in the head today.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Okay. Check. Is there any way I could cast Intellect
No.
Fortress on myself first?
Doesn't work for
I've already
this.
done this.
Son of a. Okay.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh my God, Eric, bear me strength.
Oh no. Elric or Butch with a natural 1, Orpheus with a 7.
I haven't even rolled yet, have I?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
But hold on, it
stupid
rolled.
math
Wait,
won't
wait,
let me
wait, wait. It said
screen.
disadvantage. Okay, you got a 1 and a 20. You're good. Wait, no, the 1 was the first roll though. Shit.
Look, I'm trying to roll from my sheet. I'm trying to get to the actual screen so I can click on the roll button. I didn't even get there because some stupid notification came up on the place where I'm supposed to, and now I can't even
Yeah,
get to the.
you rolled a
stupid
natural
screen.
1.
Well, that's.
Okay, so we have Gwen with a 16, Elric with a 22, Rhett with a 21. The three of you wake up feeling refreshed. Rhett, you feel significantly better than you have the past few
My game is
days.
still paused.
okay.
Sorry. There.
So how?
You feel.
What level am I now?
What do you mean, what level? You're normal.
0.
No, it's my
You're normal.
impact now.
Your impact? What do you mean?
You don't have any.
Okay, so I'm not apathetic.
No,
anymore.
you're not apathetic.
Yeah,
You're normal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're normal red again. Arnon, Orpheus,
Which, not really normal.
Arnon, Orpheus,
Just,
and
but feel
Butch. Arnon, Orpheus, and Butch, I need you all to roll a d6.
Damn it.
Oh boy, I was hoping for 6 actually.
Oh, I don't have this one yet.
Okay, so we got Arnon and Butch with a 5. Both of you got a 5. You wake up feeling a sense of dread. You have disadvantage on all saving throws and gain the following flaw. I am convinced that this place is going to kill me. Orpheus, you are apathetic.
Tell me mine is sleepy.
Yeah, sleepy. No, you wake up feeling extremely apathetic. And as a reminder, you have disadvantage on death saving throws and on initiative checks. And you gain the following flaw. I don't believe that I can make a difference to anyone or anything.
Was that all saving throws?
No, it was death saving throws
Okay.
and initiative rolls.
Got it.
So as you all wake up, a few of you better, but quite a few of you much, much worse than the day before. The day is yours.
Oh. Time to
What's
get
up,
ready.
guys? Kick some ass. What is up?
You're in brighter mood, Rhett.
That's true. I am in a brighter mood. Thanks for noticing.
Time for some food.
Why bother eating?
It's probably poisoned.
You're just gonna
no.
poop it out anyway.
That's
Something.
true.
It does some
You
things
can't
before.
make yourself stop pooping. That's true.
You can. But before it becomes poop, you get nutrients from it, Orpheus. Breakfast is a very important meal.
Who cares?
You care. Your stomach cares. Hey, man. I've been where you were before. Come on. Let's get some breakfast.
Butch, did you
Okay.
Okay.
Prepare any new spells over your long rest this morning?
I barely. No. Now will be the time for me to change my spells, but Butch does not care if he lives or dies. So, no point.
Well, no, you severely care if you live or die. You got dread. You feel like everything is going to kill you. You're not apathetic.
Hey, Orpheus. We don't throw food at the table,
it's
okay, bud?
Pretty
I know you're
fatalistic.
feeling down, but like
The
me,
gravity
listen, you
took
got
it.
'em.
I didn't care to stop it.
Do you need someone to feed you?
It's not like it would matter.
Oh my god.
Only
Trey.
feeds.
This is going to be exhausting.
I can mush it all up, and you can
I'll
just
look
drink
over
it
my
through a
spells.
straw if you want, or through a tube.
I don't feel like it.
He's gone full baby.
I can
Never
pinch
go
his
full
nose. I can pinch his nose. if you
Never
guys want to
go
just shovel it
full
in,
baby.
Never.
and we'll mash it up so he doesn't choke on it.
Oh no.
What if we
That would
put
make
nutrients
children
in
take
some
medicine.
booze for you? Booze and nutrients. It's the new breakfast of champions.
I think I used to like booze once.
Once you did. How about you drink to remember instead of forget?
If I drink, can I take a nap?
Let's say yes, but you won't remember anyway. But it's all a lie. But let's say yes.
Oh.
Lies, truth. What does it matter? It's all the same in the end.
Elric's going to step outside as hearing Orpheus turn into an apathetic teenager is starting to become grating.
Gives a
So,
constant 230 feeling.
what are you all doing this fine morning in the Shadowfell?
Do I-
What are our options?
Well,
Are we gonna go to dinner tonight? Because if so, I wanna.
Arnon has backed himself into the corner, just looking around.
You okay, Arnon? Been kind of off.
Just on watch.
Do you need anything?
Take me to Strahd.
Help?
Help? You need help?
Hmm?
Did you say you need help?
I said nope. Nope.
Oh.
No. Nope.
No. Got it. Because your eyes were saying, oh,
Your
shit.
eyes say help me.
And your mouth was saying what I thought was help.
Mm.
So.
I'm good.
Okay.
This place will never be safe as long as he is alive.
What you looking at?
You will
Yeah,
never
yeah.
be safe as long as he is alive.
Damn, Aaron, what you looking at?
Is that the dread or the sword?
Well, a thing can be two things.
That's a dreadful
So
sword.
what are we doing today?
Perhaps we go to. Do you feel up for accepting Strahd's invitation before he sends more of his friends our way?
I mean, will he send us more clothes? Because I'm not mad about that.
I think it would be clothes with strings attached. Pun intended.
I would hope so. We need threads. Get it?
Elric's going to come back inside
Okay.
at this point.
Where was Elric?
He was hiding from emo Orpheus.
He stepped outside.
Morpheus.
He's stepping out of the warp tour for the evening.
Oh no.
Scream singing Helena to himself.
Oh no.
I'm not okay. Not okay.
Has someone fed Orpheus yet?
I'm
I'm just gonna hand him my mandolin so he has something to do with his hands while he screams
Fantastic.
things to himself.
I love
gonna
it.
Just try to feed him. If he doesn't open his mouth, I'm going to pinch Orpheus's nose until he does. And then I'm gonna make him eat breakfast.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
All
right, you're not a
Excuse me.
13-year-old
I need to
teenager.
go
What's
do a
happening
short.
here?
Or no, fuck, I can't do it on short rest. I was gonna say I need to memorize hold person. Never mind.
Stay out of my room.
You're not my mom.
You don't understand me.
It's not a phase.
It's not a phase, it's a choice. This is who I am.
Right now.
Where are
Dracula's
that's a
stepdaughter
great
has
question.
me dying in the Twitch chat.
Where are Arnon and Butch? I know Arnon said you backed up into a corner somewhere. Butch,
Yep,
what are you
yep.
doing?
Yep. Just keeping my eyes on the room.
After Butch is slow to come out of his shell this morning, literally. When he does eat, it's mechanically. He just eats mechanically
Oh no.
with none of his usual gusto.
Am I DM or disembodied voice? Am I able to connect the dots with what's going on with those two as I have also suffered
Make an insight check.
insight? Okay. Insight.
Butch is looking very grim.
You're
13.
Maybe, but you're not 100% sure if they're under the influence of this place. You know that this place causes people to their emotions to get all fuckery, so you can assume that's probably what's going on. It's definitely an emotional reaction. You notice that the three of them together are having a very severe emotional reaction to being here for so long.
We need to deal with Strahd. The sooner the better.
Are you all like? Are we planning on fighting him or just going to dinner? Two distinct courses of action. And dinner might be.
That I think depends on the two that are carrying the objects
Oh,
that
no.
might actually do something to Strahd. Which
this
would
the
be
game
both. That's Butch,
Oh no, Chris.
and the sword is Arnon.
Yeah, I didn't even ask it to roll for me, so that's fun.
You notice Orpheus has already put on his emo outfit for dinner.
God. Orpheus has already put on the clothes. I will say, when you do don the clothes, you do need to unequip your armor.
I'll
And
get around to it, man.
it does.
Don't rush me.
My outfit has huge lapels. Do you think you could paint the undersides of them in lead?
No. The
Arnon.
Orpheus,
it does take.
you don't need to
what
start
is it?
smoking.
10
It gets
minutes.
better.
Is it 10 minutes
What's
to
the matter?
don and doff armor?
Yeah, that's 10 minutes.
So you do all need to take off your armor to
Hey,
put on
Arnon.
these outfits.
Do you think we should Maybably?
Maybe.
Probably.
Do you? Yeah. That's what I meant to say. I think we Maybably should leave that thing in your pocket with Father Lucian, just in case.
Can we trust that guy?
I think it's better than burying it or taking it to Strahd.
I thought the plan was to put all our stuff in the bag of holding.
I don't think you want
And
to
I
put that
thought-
box in your bag of holding.
I want to.
I thought the box.
Yeah. Are there any?
When you wild shape your clothes, stay, right?
Correct.
That's
merge?
a matter
merge
of
with
rule,
you?
right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just a thought, so just to be safe.
Yeah. Maybe there's
All
like
things considered.
a pew I can leave it under or something.
Do you feel like you can trust Irina? Maybe she could help keep an eye on the box?
Whatever you say. Yeah.
Where's the mouse in the box?
I'm gonna go with you on this one, Gwen.
Okay. Yes? That's
Whatever you think is best.
Show me. Okay. Do you want me to take it? And
So it's Arnon.
Yeah, here.
Wow.
Oh no.
I bow very gently and I take it very close. And I'm gonna go find Irina, who I think we got a pretty decent vibe about. Is Irina still in the church?
Yeah, she's still hanging out in the father's bedroom area that he let her use.
By
Orpheus,
vampire
you
mice
don't need
all
to
up in
Toby
that castle.
Maguire your hair. Don't Spider-Man 3 your hair.
And on that note,
Why do you care?
as Arnon hands Miss Swiss in the box over to Rhett, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to make it
Swiss in a box.
Miss Swiss in a box.
Not to Rhett. to Rhett, but to,
Gwen.
Yeah.
That's
To Gwen.
Gwen.
Sorry, did I say Rhett? Sorry, I meant Gwen.
You did.
We'll be back in, let's try and make it a 5-minute break this time, because we still have a lot of shit to cover. We've been here for like an hour and a half and we haven't done shit yet. So
I didn't expect that conversation to go that long, and I should have.
yeah. So we'll be back
It's
in
not
about
like we're gonna get anything done anyway.
we'll be back in about 5 minutes. So stick with us. All right, we are back. Why did my thing disappear? Sorry. Okay, so we're back now. Hi. After Arnon, you just handed your lovely little Miss Swiss to Gwen. Gwen, you are taking it to Irina, I believe?
I am. I'm going to pop in and say, hey, Irina, you got a sec?
She says, of course. What can I help you with?
I need to ask you a favor. So, a member of our party, holds this little one very, dear to their heart. And I'm gonna open the box and show her Miss Swiss. I'm gonna say, I need your help when we go. We're gonna go see Strahd, and I want to make sure that Miss Swiss here is safe. And if anything happens to her, I can't. I can't even begin to tell you the consequences.
Yes, of course. I will do my best to keep this little one safe. It's the least I can do for you all for getting me out of Barovia and here.
Thank you. And we will ideally be right back.
Fantastic. Well, good luck, and I hope it all goes well for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Orpheus, are you wearing your fancy dinner jacket, or is that for emo prom, or?
Oh my god, the candles. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Nah,
Oh, there you are.
that wasn't that interesting anyway.
All right, so while Gwen is taking her or having her conversation with Irina, is there anything else any of you are doing?
I mean, have we all changed just in the same room? Do we just like?
I don't know. Have you? Have you changed yet? It's still early morning, so would you like
It's
to?
gonna take us half a day to get there, so Butch hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Not
Can
that
we
he has to take anything
change?
off.
I mean,
Elric has changed.
Okay.
yeah, I think after dropping off the box to Irina, I think Gwen would have tried to hide behind something and then do one of these.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Oxy's
Brett
arms
just doesn't care.
flailing
She's
behind
just
her.
like, whatever. We've
Fantastic.
all seen it before.
Arnon's cloak
Like a
falls open,
shadow
and
box
he
dressing
has,
room.
he has changed all of his clothes. And nobody noticed.
I would like to make sure
Do
in
you just think that no one noticed?
in Foundry,
How you
No.
feel?
you all unequip your armor, shields,
wouldn't you?
weaponry, all of that.
For the trip there,
I mean,
If you put
once
the
you
clothes
change,
on,
yes, you can't have armor on.
well, I'm just saying because we're going to be traveling in the Shadowfell for what, 6 hours? We really don't want to have our armor on, guys? There's monsters out there.
Yeah, but like, do they attack really great looking people? I mean,
just-
have they seen us?
maybe
How great we look?
maybe
We've
Strahd has
always
sent
been really great looking
messages
people.
to his minions to say, hey, you know, these fancy fine folks traipsing through the woods, don't hurt them.
It's just your ego, man. Nobody cares about us.
Oh, Orpheus Constantine. Butch is gonna walk over to him.
Yes.
Look. Butch looks very dour. I'm gonna try something. Because you're messed up. I don't need you dying today. And I'm gonna pull out my backup holy symbol. Put it around my neck. God Lord. Or I guess I should say good goddess. And I'm gonna hold it aloft. My arm outstretched. Holy radiant silver light expanding to cover you. And it's, come on, character sheet. And its wonderfulness. I can't promise this will work, but I'm going to give it a shot. And let's try casting it. Did it appear on the other page? Do I have to target him?
Probably, maybe.
Arden's going to keep his invisible gloves on.
I have summoned the power of my goddess to cast Remove Curse upon Orpheus.
Curse. That was
I don't know if this will work, but do you feel any better?
Do you really want to waste a spell slot on my character?
Already did.
I mean,
I don't need you dying on us.
as Remove Curse was not what I was expecting you to do, but as you... what is that? This is 3rd level, yeah. As you cast this on Orpheus, Orpheus, you start feeling less apathetic, more like your old self. You're an emo teen that just turned 20.
Sweet mercy.
How much is rent? Shit. Does it ever
What?
end? Man. Just
All right.
And now
What's
you're
in
just
these candles?
Because
I'm gonna need these
Now you're
candles
just
later.
potential fire hazards.
I can't afford these cigarettes anymore. What the hell? I gotta get some more business appropriate attire so I don't have to work at Wendy's for the rest of my life.
Listen, some people's first job was Wendy's when they were 14, and it was awesome.
How did
It
you
was
get a
mine
job
too.
when you were 14?
Yeah. Yes, when I was 14.
No, I said, how did you get a job when you were 14?
Work permit, motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't get a job until I was 16, and it was at Arby's.
My first job was dressing up like a farmer and being the sample lady at Kroger.
All right, so
I wanna see
after
Farmer Sam.
Need to
Farmer
find a
Sam,
picture.
Who else had a bad night? He asked the group.
Arnon's been a bit on edge. And are you okay, Butch?
I'll be fine.
I think maybe a dose of your own medicine may do you some good, Butch. You're not.
oh my God,
Everyone
that's
else is okay?
fantastic.
You have me worried.
Hope my job interview goes well.
I'll be fine, Butch says,
No.
looking at
Yeah,
his
the
best
only way
friend.
you're gonna be
I
able
don't
to
know what I'm
afford
gonna
rent.
do.
Yeah, you need to do well so that you can afford rent.
I should have finished community
Trade
college.
school.
this is supposed to be entertainment, not a realistic dive into the existential dread that lives in our society.
My
Sometimes
bad.
we just need people to understand.
My bad.
I went too deep. My bad.
Butch puts his
Even his camera's rejecting what he's been doing.
Oh no.
I had aimed it lower to view the candles for my emo face, but it's not complying right now. There we go.
Butch puts his massive hand on Gwen's shoulder and says, I need to save all my magic for my friends. And a tear goes down his cheek. Did
Boy.
anyone else have a rough night? I guess now's the time to make an insight check.
I
Yeah,
did tell
go ahead
you
and make
that
an insight
Arnon
check.
was acting
Yeah.
real
So
lucky in so
I
many
definitely
words.
get to look at Arnon.
It's
Kind of
fine. I'm
started.
fine. Everything's fine.
Is there any breakfast left?
Yeah, man.
Probably. I left enough for everyone.
That's beautiful.
Nat 20?
Natural 20. I'm going to say with a natural 20, not only do you notice that Arnon is kind of fucked, you also notice yourself. Because you rolled a natural 20. I'm going to say that with a natural 20, you feel yourself not acting the way, or not feeling the way you're used to.
All right. I take my eyes off of Arnon, look back at Gwen. In the pools of her eyes, I see my own reflection, and I tear.
I think that's the same music that Orpheus was listening to a little while ago.
Oh no.
Spellbook. No targeting. I think that's Arnon in the black with the black hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as
Come
you
on, third level spell slots.
complete your remove curse on Arnon, you feel normal again.
My range is only 5.
Not that it matters.
Yeah, it's touch. Remove curse is a touch spell.
Okay. You telling me I have to touch myself?
When I think about you, I touch myself.
How dare you?
Can't believe you've done this.
Anyway,
Oh, I see the problems because I've got more than one person targeted.
gotcha. All
How
right.
do I do that?
So, well, Perry figures out how to Foundry. We're going to say that it is successful. Are you casting it on yourself as well?
Yes,
Okay.
because with Gwen's prompting, I will do that.
Fantastic. With the two more spell slots used, now your party is all feeling normal again. You all adorn your attire, I'm assuming, as half of your party already have. The rest of you adorn your attire.
I'm purple dressed.
You're
Did
purple
we-
dressed.
Decide exactly what we were going to do with the bag of holding. Are we burying it? Are we stuffing it under a dress? Should I leave my healing staff? Should I walk with it?
I mean, I figured I'd put my shield and hammer in it. I kind of assumed we'd give it to whoever's taking all of her stuff at the door.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give them the bag of holding if that is where any of these special items we've picked up from Shadowfell are housed.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think about the fact that I lost my immovable rod. You know what I mean? Like that's, and Nick is an evil bastard. So like I feel like
Nothing
that's a
is
bad
safe.
move.
Who's this Nick?
Yeah.
He sounds awful.
I just gave the disembodied voice
He's one bad
I gave it a name, and
Did
I
you see
think
it?
Wait, you hear
He's
that
talking
too?
with his hands.
yeah, I do. It's weird. Like occasionally, it's like static coming in,
Anyway,
like when you're between
Say,
radio
like,
stations.
You can certainly try and shit
Yeah.
like that.
so
Yeah, it's like you can certainly try. It's like, or it's
Buttons.
like anyway.
come on,
That
people.
was my
Moving
own
on.
self-doubt.
You know?
That was-
All right, so are
Sometimes
we?
it's like, now what are you doing? It's weird. I don't know.
Does the letter say he's going to take our bag of holding? Because it's just a bag of holding.
Well, the
I mean,
Arcane Blade and the Sunblade are definitely not going in the bag, so I can summon them.
Okay. Butch is going to go back for seconds of breakfast.
Elric is going to start looking for mounts outside,
Mounts.
like horses.
Make me an investigation check. Oh my god.
Can I also help him?
What did he
If that's
roll?
Are
okay.
you going out and helping him look for mounts?
Sure.
Okay, sure. Make an investigation check.
Are you sure horses that can carry turtles?
We've gone over this, and if I turn into a
How?
horse,
What?
I could give you a ride.
Okay, so
Uh,
luckily,
How did we roll the same? How?
luckily, hold on. So you go out looking for mounts. You find 0 mounts. However, as you're walking around the town, you get to the eastern exit, like close to the eastern exit, outside of the town. You notice a strange black carriage with 2 large horses attached to it, sitting right outside the eastern gate.
I was hoping for a rickshaw and just some peasant doing his best.
Why?
You notice standing outside, you walk towards the gate, and you notice standing outside, you see this short male, older, probably late middle-aged, late 50s, early 60s, hunchbacked, very scraggly beard, standing there with a walking stick, kind of looking around like he's waiting for something.
Like, he's
Is this
waiting for
person
something.
human?
Like, does he look like friendly? Is he evil? Like, what's his vibe? What's his vibe, man?
Make me an insight check.
check.
Vibe check. Insight check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
In vibe check.
Hashtag vibe check.
Ugh. Good luck, self.
Who rolled that 20?
Oh, yeah!
That's amazing.
So with an 18 and a 25, you notice this guy seems very like, best way to describe it is like a beaten puppy dog, like just very like looking around like crazy. You see that he's definitely looking for someone. You don't get any.
So like Game of Thrones reek.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
So.
Greetings.
He's outside of the city. You can't. You're
He's
not
outside
near,
of the city.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, so-
Okay.
How about
Are you
Yellow.
Go up to him.
okay? So you go through the gate and you walk up.
Yes, and then I say,
Looks at you. and
Greetings.
He says, "You must be Elric. You must be Rhett.
Yes.
Elric and Rhett, is that right? I see you're already
Yes.
dressed for the occasion. My master sent me here to fetch you all. When you're ready, please, I have the carriage. It will take you directly to the castle. My name is Cyrus."
Does he have a hunchback?
Yeah. He's got a hunchback. My name is Cyrus.
last name isn't Renfield or
No,
anything.
it's Bellevue.
Cyrus the Virus from Con Air.
Yeah, no, not Cyrus the Virus. My name is Cyrus Red.
That's where he keeps his leaded bag.
Yeah.
Oh no.
My name is Cyrus Bellevue. My master sent me to come pick you up. When you are ready, please, I will take you to the castle. Please bring your whole party.
So question outside of this conversation. Does he, so since he knows us, he knows that there would be others, right? So like,
Yes.
why would he be just
He just
offering to take us. And
Well,
not...
I
You
just said,
bring your whole party.
yeah, bring your whole party. I
Oh,
said,
okay,
when you're
sorry, I missed
when
that
you're
part.
ready, bring your whole party, and I will take you all to the
Okay,
castle.
sorry. I got it. Thank you.
He's-
Sorry.
The direct character foil of Bart, and I don't like it.
He's the
Miss
Shadowfell Bart.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's not okay, man.
SFB, Shadowfell Bart.
If I've learned anything from Dungeons and Dragons, is that you need to blast the fingers off of any carriage drivers.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
All right, guys, what's our team name?
Do you want to just like do a sending stone thing to tell them to join us, or do you want to just walk back and get them? Like, how far are we from this carriage?
He was just outside.
Yeah. Outside of town, it's like we maybe have to walk a little bit, but
Okay.
I'm assuming that it was plainly visible when we exited.
Oh no, not a 10-minute walk.
No, where are the rest of you?
Making our way
I assume we're
out of town.
following along. We're following
Orpheus is
along.
looking for somewhere to hide the swords.
It's just a pommel.
Yeah. Playing hide the swords, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
well,
That's
you
a
know, when
fun
you get a
game.
name
You know
like
what?
mine,
He's been bonding with them.
It's
you
a
know.
fun,
Yeah.
fun game.
Yeah, you.
bonded in private.
He was right
Can't use one
outside.
sword.
So if he was right outside of the western gate, so it was probably about a mile walk from the church, which is here, to this gate right here, which you would have
Are we not
gone
just
to look for mounts and stuff. You would have gone to that gate because that's the gate that you originally came into the town, and that's the gate closest to the castle.
All right, who else went out to find mounts? I'm assuming I did.
It was just
trying to
me
be
and Elric.
Yeah, it
I
was
think.
just Elric and Rhett.
Oh, okay.
Nick, are we aware that there's a basement in this?
No,
Church.
that's a bad map. There's no
It's
basement
a
in
map
this
thing.
church.
Okay.
It's a hole.
Yeah.
That's
I'm looking for
irreverent.
somewhere to discreetly
I mean,
hide the swords.
you have. Well, no, that your sword would not fit in the where you found the book. Your sword would be
The
too
basement option's only available in the north. It's on a slab down here.
big. Yeah.
Are there any barrels or anything conspicuous?
I mean,
Put it
there's.
in the guy's room.
Yeah.
I don't want it anywhere near the vampire bitten lady. I don't trust her. Still don't.
I mean, you could probably hide it. I mean, there's the chest or the trunk that all of the clothing.
Yeah, that
Came
came from
in?
the enemy.
I mean,
There's
if you
a
can
couple.
summon it from anywhere on this plane, it shouldn't matter if they take it from you or not, right?
Well, it won't matter for summoning it, but when we get back,
But we
I would
don't
probably-
want them to know that we got a hilt.
yeah, I would also like them to
And-
not
I'm
find
just
it
saying-
and use it when we're not aware.
I mean, you can leave them anywhere in the church.
Yeah,
Or
there are.
just hide them in the guy's office.
You find plenty of there's cupboards and closets and such. There's a wardrobe where you see a few robes and stuff hanging in his bedroom. So there's plenty of places that you could probably choose to hide the swords.
Great. I find a loose floorboard.
Fair enough.
Shove it under there.
So you find a loose floorboard. You hide the swords under there. I'm assuming you said the rest of you are putting all of your stuff in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Do you think
Except
he
my
would frown?
gloves.
Except for
Can
your
I
gloves.
keep my gloves on?
Well, the difference is Arnin's gloves are invisible.
Yeah, mine are fashion.
Are they though?
I pull off the glove. Would you rather me? You know what? Fine. Take my gloves off.
You know, I got the gloves of missile snaring in Baldur's Gate 3, and they are pretty stylish.
Pretty? Are they?
I haven't gotten that
Yeah,
far
they
yet.
are. They're pretty good looking.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
I think. they
Anyway,
look stunning with my flowing green dress.
you know what?
With the
Fine.
gloves
If
that
you would
feed-
like to try to keep your
No,
gloves on?
I don't want to lose my gloves. Plus, I'd like them to know.
Fantastic.
Clean all of me up.
Okay, with the gloves of thievery ping magically? They are currently invisible.
You don't know. I
We
mean,
did that test earlier. That
yeah.
was there. Did he see my hands?
Yeah, that's right. I did do the
let's
detect
find
magic
out.
test.
Let's inventory. Gloves of thievery. Gloves are invisible when worn. Wearing them, you can. I'm gonna say no. They don't ping because of the invisibility factor. I'm gonna say no.
Sweet.
Hence, Butch does not believe you have gloves on.
So the rest of you put all of your items in the bag of holding. So
Yep.
make sure that you unequip everything in Foundry.
Boo hiss. I also put my staff in there.
Fantastic.
Just rolled my eyes.
And what are you doing with the bag of holding?
In the hole?
In the hole.
You're putting it in
I
the...
vote. I vote hole.
No, wait, so we're not bringing everything we need to fight him? Because he might
Here's
take
the
them,
thing,
right?
like I thought that was a good idea initially, but the last time, I think that the disembodied voice is going to take everything that we've worked for away from us.
Yeah.
I think based on what Father Lucien said, he seemed to be... Strahd seems to be earnest when it comes to diplomatic dinners. And then we always have our, ace in the hole of the weapon bonds. We won't
Did
be
you ask
completely...
the driver if there was a coat check?
We can do that now. Or
Was everybody at the coach now?
no.
I'm
I'm gonna-
assuming you're back at the church because you were talking
I'm
about
just
the
gonna
hole.
leave my hunting traps here at the church.
Are you putting everything...
Makes me
So
sad.
you put everything in the bag of holding. Are you doing
Even
the
my
hole
hunting
or are you trying to take the bag with you?
I vote we leave it here. Put it
I
in the
think
hole.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're saying something, Orpheus, you're muted.
So you put the bag in, you move the statue, put the bag in the hole, move the statue back over. The six of you make your way back to the eastern gate. You see outside this figure, this tiny little hunchbacked elderly man standing there next to this large ornate black carriage with these two large, like Clydesdale size horses attached to the front. As soon as Elric and Rhett come into view, he looks at you, across you all, and he's like, "Okay, thank you. You brought the whole party. Are we ready to go? Please step into my carriage."
Butch is not wearing any of the fancy clothes.
What kind of
that we
shoes
met
are
for.
we wearing? Like the ladies?
What kind of shoes would you like him to have put in there?
No, this is a real question. It is a functionality question. I'm not asking because I'm like, hey guys, I'd love to know.
I didn't
fashion
think
choices that
I
I'm
didn't
making.
think that far in advance. So you tell me
Does
what kind of
Gwen-
shoes would have came with these dresses.
Clogs.
Something
No.
something fancy, something probably with a heel, probably some lacy,
Heels.
If
Definitely
if
heels.
Gwen's dress drags the ground,
Lacy shoes?
her boots are still on.
not lacy, like
Probably
like
meant strappy.
strappy. Thank you.
Strappy, yeah.
I'm not a shoe aficionado. I'm sorry. That's my wife's job.
He's like, yeah, like a strappy stiletto.
So you're saying you could have consulted your wife?
Yeah, I probably should have, but that's beside the point. Anyway,
If the dress is long enough, Gwen's still wearing her boots.
okay.
Gravy, does that mean that he gave boots for Butch?
We finally have shoes for Butch.
Do I finally have shoes?
No,
think that I
no,
would
it
be
was a
able to,
sash and a
like-
cloak.
Son of a.
if I wore like some like had some sort of like stiletto boots or heels or whatever that came with it, would I be able to be crafty enough to like attach a couple of like my arrows at the end of those? Because I mean, in real life, I could absolutely walk on those, but I'm just curious.
What do you mean, like craft arrows? And like, what do you? How? I'm not
On the heel
picturing.
of the shoe. Could I break a couple arrows and replace the heel?
Arrow stilettos.
Yeah, arrows.
Are you wanting them to be functional, or are you just wanting them to be like fashion, like just show that
like,
you have
do you think
arrows?
that pumps are functional or not?
I meant the arrow part. Like,
Yeah. Like I would like to attempt to make hidden weapons out of fashionable shoes.
okay, so you like are clearly you're not hiding a bow, and you're not going to be able to fit.
No.
But you just
I
want like
just want
tiny
them to
little
be able to be
daggers.
stabby just in case. Yeah, I'd like to be able to use my stilettos as weapons because it's a fantasy and that sounds great, and I'd
Go
love to
ahead.
be able to do that at work too.
Go ahead and make me a performance check to see how well you break these and fashion them into a stiletto.
Like normal or like at advantage?
No, just normal.
All right.
If anything, I should give you disadvantage.
All right.
15. So you break off a couple arrows, arrowheads, attach them to your shoes. You're not sure how sturdy they are. They seem sturdy for now. You should be all right.
When
My sound cut out because my shit sucks. What did you say?
I said-
All I heard was you should be all right.
With a 15, you break off a couple arrowheads, you fashion them to your shoes, you cut off the heels of your shoes, you more or less craft these. You're not entirely sure how sturdy they are, but you feel like you should be all right.
Okay, yeah. So like any pair of high heels.
Yeah, more or less. You got a 50. You basically have
like
a 50.
you're taking a chance.
Yeah, you have a
anytime you
50-50
break out new
chance.
kicks.
You got a 50-50 chance as to whether or not these things are going to epically fail on you.
watch out for grates in the ground.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
as you exit
Before-
the
Fucking greats.
Sam.
Before we left, I want to pull Butch, when we're putting all of our stuff away, I want to pull Butch aside and try to gently persuade him to wear the sash and cloak, because
Oh.
we are just we don't want, I know it sucks, but let's not give him any ammo to make this anything more than a diplomatic dinner.
Yeah, but he's an evil creature. Yeah,
He
can you
is.
describe what the cloak looks like again?
Oh God, no, I can't because I don't remember. It was if I remember, it was the cloak itself was a like a deep forest green, and it had a like very earthy texture embroidered into it of like trees and intricate tree branches that spread across it.
All right, I'll wear it for Gwen.
And it also had
We
the
even kind of coordinate.
the ruddy
but-
brown sash that went across that had a clasp of a very polished, carved like mahogany.
Does it look like a lady's sash?
No, it's like a military sash.
Oh, all right, I'll wear it.
Rich mahogany.
While everybody is loading in the carriage, Orpheus
Thank you,
very
Sam.
forcefully pushes himself next to the driver
Well,
on the bench in the front.
the driver is currently standing there holding the door open for everybody. So
Okay, I
as
go
you-
up and sit on the driver's bench.
You're
So-
supposed to be in the. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
So
This is
while walking through this town draped in gothic velvet, Arnon has gone full high elf. Just unconsciously.
Okay.
Like he just fixed his hair like this. And
You hear his
messing with
back
the-
crack like 10 times as he stands up straight for the first time in 25 years.
messing with the cuffs.
Yeah.
And the
Here,
lace.
go ahead and
Sudden-
wear this for me.
There's
The
someone
props,
following
man.
us with a fan that only
Yeah.
affects Arnon.
There's an
hair is like-
invisible air genasi standing in front of me at all times.
Are you doing like a full runway strut?
It's full high elf.
Oh my god.
Can we
My
write
own
down-
Consciously,
higher than yours.
Arnon is not aware of it, but he has gone full high elf.
So as you all pile
Sure.
into this carriage and takes you towards...
Point of order, DM, disembodied
Yes.
voice. There were, with the dawn of the new day, I did switch out 2 spells.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I switched out Fabricate for greater invisibility and Legend Lore for animate objects.
Fantastic. All right.
Question about my gloves.
Yes.
Does it cover the ring invisibly?
No, you can still... It doesn't turn the ring invisible.
So
It,
you can
only
see
the
it.
gloves are invisible. So you would have had to... Or, yeah. If you kept the ring on, it would still be there.
Okay. Even if it was under the glove?
Correct.
Okay, then I don't
Yeah.
have the ring.
You don't have the ring. Okay, yeah. Only the gloves. That's the only thing that's invisible. So as you all pile into this carriage, he kind of steps up onto the driver's seat next to you, Orpheus, and kind of like shambles into the seat, flips the reins as the carriage rolls off.
It's actually rolling with me in it.
Oh, yes.
I weigh as much as
It doesn't matter.
rest of the part. Okay.
Doesn't matter. It's a big ass carriage with 2 giant fucking Clydesdales pulling it.
Clydesdales find a way.
What would have taken you close to 6 hours to walk takes you all of an hour, if that, in this carriage. Even quicker than what you would typically have expected. You
Time dilation.
meander through.
Maybe it's because we're traveling with family, so it like the vehicle just naturally travels a lot faster.
As
Powered by
you
Vin Diesel.
as you
Mhm.
get to that previous intersection where you came from across the bridge from Barovia, you take the other Y. You start a switchback climb up this cliffside. Not quite a cliff, more like a very steep inclined hill. Till you find yourselves standing outside this immense wall. A chasm in front of this castle with a drawbridge that is down, awaiting your arrival. You see torches, large braziers on either side. The gates open, waiting for you.
Meanwhile, since Orpheus is up by the driver, I'm looking around just to kind of get a idea of the castle's defenses and ways to get in or out. Am I able to see anything of use?
What you see, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. $11.
What you see is, as you drive up this road, you see 2 pillars flanking either side of a drawbridge. You see the castle itself is built on a spire with no real noticeable land outside of the walls. You see a chasm of about 15 feet between the mainland and this spire that is currently the drawbridge is crossing. You see a large wall large wall surrounding what you can imagine as a courtyard as this massive castle extends from the middle. As the carriage continues, crosses over the drawbridge, enters into these walls, you find yourself in a courtyard. In front of you, this large castle with a large oaken door, 30 feet tall, double door. Silas, I think that was his name, right? Cyrus, thank you. Cyrus pulls pulls the horses to a standstill. He steps off, opens the door for the rest of you. Welcome to Ravenloft.
Thanks.
Rahadin will be inside to assist you the rest of the way.
Of course.
Please enter through the main door. Rahadin will meet you in the foyer.
As Elric is going to step out and walk on in.
Same.
Yeah.
Butch exits the carriage, places his hand upon his own chest, and casts a spell on himself.
Okay.
Death ward lasts 8 hours.
Fantastic.
A subtle shimmering moonlight over my person that then fades away.
So as you walk, as your party makes its way through, you find yourself in this small 10 by 10 square chamber. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of this great dusty hall, dimly lit by spurring torches in iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of a domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. On the other side, you see another set of doors. That was the wrong description. That's after you follow the next set of doors. My apologies.
Oh no, he skipped ahead.
Fast forward.
This is a montage. It's fine.
Is there something of note in the previous
No, it's
set
just
of doors?
ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches on iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors.
Is Rahadin
Right.
or whatever in
You walk
there
in,
yet?
and you see an elven figure in fancy, like tuxedo-esque garb, arm out with, the typical butler's white towel across his forearm. You see this elven man who is not quite as the same coloration as Elric's folk, more of a gray-skinned. You see him standing there. Where is my... What the hell? Sorry, give me a second.
Minor point of order. Not even my people look like me.
Right, exactly. This one is more of a light gray-skinned, long black hair. You see sharp, pointed features. Not quite a drow. More akin to the scavengers that you fought, yet still not quite the same.
Wait, cast hold person.
No. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
she's AFK.
No, we're not doing that.
As you walk in, the elven man, tall, probably 6'2", slender build, nods deeply towards you. Welcome to Castle Ravenloft. The master awaits you in the dining room. You will be the guests of honor. Please. I see you all have adorned the appropriate attire already. So if you would follow me, I will take you there.
Are we
But we've already
expecting
been
any
through
other
2 sets
guests,
of
sir?
doors, right?
You both talked at the same time. So
Go ahead.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm good.
Are we expecting other guests, sir?
the other guests have already arrived and are awaiting you with the master in the dining room, in the grand hall.
So this is more like a brunch. Isn't it morning time?
Close to noonish.
Maybe from his point of view, it's dinner.
So to your
They
left,
could be waiting for us for 2 days.
I think from his point of view, we're dinner.
to your left, you see this large staircase, this large grand staircase that goes up and curves to the left to the second floor. Rahadin motions you towards that staircase. Says, please, if you wouldn't mind following me.
And follow suit.
So as you walk up this staircase, give me 1 second.
And also for like the first time that you guys have ever seen, like I'm like actually holding myself together because I'm just so trained to go to like fancy dinners like this that it's just like ingrained in my stupid like parent brain where it's like, oh, okay, I have to be very proper.
Yeah, Butch has none of
Whole
that.
different person. A whole different person.
This is a rare moment that we're seeing for Rat.
Yes.
Yes. I'm walking very
Which-
politely.
Butch is going to try and imitate Rhett because all he knows how to do is act at attention when the general's speaking.
Gwen is out
And
of
I'll
her
actually just
element.
walk with Butch and I'll just, let him lead me, just like I'll just have his arm.
No,
Yes.
you need to leave me. You need to leave me.
As he continues up 2 flights of
That's what-
stairs, then walks you through this courtyard of, not courtyard, sorry, this hallway flanked by suits of armor and statues on both sides. You exit that, make a few turns through a couple of other ornate rooms. Finally, he enters, or you come to a door. Large double door. He swings the doors open. Inside, you see this large grand hall, flanked. The doors you walk through are flanked by 2 suits of armor statues. You see pillars across the room. You see this massive table in the middle of the room on this large, intricate, ordained carpet. You see, if you smell scents of cooked meats, use delicious pastries, delicious breads, the yeasty smells of, dinner rolls and freshly cut bread. You smell bacon, roast meat, roast creatures of some sort, you're not sure. You see everything across this table from vegetables, fruit platters, meats, cheeses, breads, hard and soft. Throughout the room, you see other statues and suits of armor. You see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 chairs along the side, 7 on each side of the table. At the head of the table, you see a large chair in front of a roaring fireplace behind. Seated on the other side of the room, somehow already, even though you've only been there for a handful of minutes, you see Cyrus, somehow already dressed, much fancier than he was before. You see him adorned in a kind of gothic-looking tuxedo. His hair, matted hair, slicked back to the best of his ability. Still looking slightly disheveled, but he's doing the best he can.
Wait, who's that?
The carriage driver, Cyrus.
Oh, okay.
Across from him, you see Rahadin walk forward and stand in front of the chair across from Cyrus. To the to the right of Cyrus, farther back from them, you see these two figures. Next to Cyrus, you see a red-skinned tiefling male in black leathers, dark gray horns reaching back. Across from him, you see a brown-skinned female with short black hair, a black leather vest with leather pants. Next to her, on the other side, you see a dark-skinned man in a kind of fancy black, dark gray embroidered robe. Hood down, folded behind his back. Across the table from him, you see a woman, slender, maybe a little too slender, golden circlet around her head, dark brown braids falling behind her dark skin. You see a big golden choker around her neck and adorned in almost a white off ivory gown, slid up the left side. At the head of the table, sitting in this large back chair, a goblet in his hand, you see a man, pale white skin, long black hair flowing past his shoulders. You see a red vest with ornate embroidery across. Black cloak resting just off of his shoulders. White dress shirt underneath. Dark brown pants sitting there. As soon as you walk in, he stands and lifts his drink to you. Welcome, my friends. Please, have a seat.
Oh, there's no windows. There are no
windows.
I don't see Elton. Does he have a little teeny outfit?
Nice. He's just got a string tie around his neck.
I probably fashioned him a little something, can't have him embarrassing me in front of,
As soon as I find
anybody
where...
in fine dinner clothes.
As soon as I find where you're, Oh, there it is, summons.
Do we have assigned seats to our names on little placards?
You have not noticed, no. And because of this, I'm going to switch the camera so everyone can see the same thing you're seeing. So, he says, please, have a seat. Wherever you would like.
I'll sit next to the beast.
I'm gonna sit as far away from Strahd as possible. Like right here.
I'm gonna kind of nudge Butch towards the two chairs that are pretty close to each other next to Arnon. I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of gently touch Butch's elbow and try to, as quietly as possible, walk over to the chair.
Just my ruffles.
I'm gonna sit directly across from Arnon.
Flip my tails out.
As he says,
Sit
welcome,
down.
On there.
my honored guests, to Castle Ravenloft. I trust you'll find my humble abode to your liking.
Orpheus
very
doesn't take his seat. He just leans against one of these pillars.
Please, I beg you.
Your
You have nothing.
opulence precedes you.
Looking at Orpheus, there is nothing for you to worry about. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Don't trust it. I don't trust it.
You see the other figures around you sit as he takes a seat in the chair, resting his elbow on one of the armrests with his goblet in his hand. Now, tell me, what brings you here to Barovia? Don't all answer at once, please.
Go for it, Bard.
Either you say something
No.
or I'm gonna say something.
No, I think that Elric, I would normally expect Elric to have that conversation.
We are here by way of a wayward casting of plane shift.
So you're telling me that you're not here by choice so much as by accident.
Correct.
Make a deception check, please.
Oh no.
That's why we wanted the bard to do it.
Okay, yep.
Oh, it was an 18.
Hmm.
No,
It-
it's a 5.
In my defense, the thing didn't even roll, it just showed up.
Fantastic.
Mm.
Well, that is much unfortunate for you. That is such a faulty fate, chance thing. I can't talk, I swear. That is very unfortunate for you, such a twist of fate that brought you to my domain.
A twist of fate indeed.
Orpheus steps forward. You know, you speak of twists of fate, but it seems that there's no fate in who you let in or out of this realm.
So you have noticed. This is my realm.
You seem to know a lot about us, Strahd.
It is my job to know what goes on, who enters my realm, and what goes on in my realm. Yes. I take a great
Which
deal
begs
of
the
pride.
question. Sorry.
I take a
Which
great
begs
I take a great deal of pride in knowing what is happening under my nose.
Which begs the question, if you know who we are, why would you let us in?
You are not the first people who have come here. You are not the first who have challenged me. It has been some time since I have had people who have caught my interest as you and as your party. Maybe it was boredom. Maybe it was... I don't know. A thrill for me to have another opponent. Maybe one that was a little more skilled than the typical people that I've subjugated here in Barovia. You caught my attention, and that is not easily done. So, I ask you again, what do you seek in Barovia?
Trying not to say it. I'm trying not to say it.
You may believe yourself to be heroes, but remember, the night is long, and the darkness knows no end.
Out of character, I've forgotten who the big bad is at this point.
Titivolus.
Titivolus. And we know that he's one of the generals for Titivolus at this point.
Yeah.
From everything that you've been told, have a very strong hunch that he is.
I've been studying the other people at the table. Anything I notice about them?
Make an insight check. Those natural ones! There's some other people at the table. You do
Can I
notice that
discern
they're...
anything about them?
One of them might be a tiefling.
Are we sure you
Oh
even
my
noticed that?
god.
What is
We
happening?
we
Oh,
choose
wait, that was
now
Elton.
to live
It
up
doesn't
to our
matter,
name.
there's still a 1 on the die.
I'll roll some insight.
Hold on. I just rolled for Elton, not for myself.
It's still a 1 on the die. It still would have been a 1 on the die, even if it was on you.
Oh my
Hey, I
Well-
didn't get a 1.
Oh my god.
Listen, Butch got a 7, so...
A
You all,
7.
there is one tiefling, yes. The one sitting on what would be the left of the table, second seat, is a red-skinned tiefling male, yes.
I didn't even notice him because the beast's in the way.
But, and then the one between you, Arnon, and the tiefling is Cyrus. He's the guy that drove you there, doing his best to try and look professional and look fancy.
I'm mostly looking at Cyrus. He's very professional.
Tonight is
So
not...
why don't you tell us about you? You know, how do you know what size we wear? How long have you been studying us?
I
What
make
do you actually do here?
I make it
Our
my
operation.
business to be very aware of everyone who comes into my domain. Intimately aware of everyone who comes into my domain.
That's a little too intimate.
Yeah, is this like a... Never mind. I'll keep that comment to myself.
But
I've actually been too inappropriate for this stream.
Damn.
Yeah. But I still think that you've still been a little too general about that. So like what do you actually do here? What do you do with all of your time?
what do I do here? I search.
Mhm.
I not search. That is not the correct word. I apologize. It is my job to look after this area. I am the ruler of Barovia, the entire, not just the village, but the entirety of Barovia, the valley of Barovia. It is my job to rule over these people. It is my job to provide safety for these people.
And you're satisfied
Who
with
gave
their
you this job?
quality of life?
Their quality of life is the best that it could be. And it is not, they are alive. They stay alive and they stay protected from any sort of outside interference. And you asked who gave me this job. I gave it myself. I founded this area. I believe you already
So you don't
knew
work
that.
for or with anybody else?
I believe you already knew that, as I am well aware that you found my book.
I'm gonna look at him and say, why did you abandon the old job?
There is a time and place for everything. And while that dire fall was a decent starting point, the new inhabitants made it extremely difficult to be productive anymore. And I felt it behooved me to move on and find a new place to set up all of this that you saw in the Shadow of Ravenhall. Ravenloft, I apologize. But tonight is not about veiled threats. It is not about animosity. I invited you all here because I am truly interested. I'd like to know who is here in my domain. Hey, thanks, Lindsay, for subscribing. I have questions.
You've been keeping tabs on us for quite some time.
That is my pure view, and it is... I find it most beneficial to keep tabs on people who may be a threat, regardless of how large or small that threat is. That is how I have stayed in power for so long, here in Barovia.
Tell me, Strahd, do you remember a young woman you may or may not have bitten recently?
You see a small chuckle come across from everyone else at the table. I apologize, but you will probably have to be a little more specific.
Out of character, I forgot her name again.
Irina.
Ivanka?
Irina.
Irina.
Perhaps the name Irina will jog a memory?
Irina is none of your concern.
Well, you see, I'm sure you're aware by now, we were asked to escort the young woman. She seemed very traumatized. Not particularly comforted by the protection of her ruler.
In any land, you are never going to find people who are completely comforted by the subjugation they are receive from any kind of authority figure. Are you yourself not a member of some sort of society? Do you yourself not have some sort of ruler? Do you believe that that ruler has your best interests in mind 100% of the time?
Perhaps not, but my ruler's usually not biting my neck in the middle of the night.
Do you believe that the cattle in your land have the same respect for the farmers?
Hmm. See, that's the rub.
The bottom line is, We all have to survive somehow. You feast on the beings that are lesser than you. You feast on the beasts of your land. I am not satiated by the same delicacies. They do nothing for me. Therefore, I have to satiate my hungers one way or the other. Is it evil of you to eat an innocent animal? Therefore, would it be evil?
Guilty animals.
Can you shed the same light on me for surviving, as it were? Would you not do the same?
Where does your deal with the Tivolis fall into your moralization?
You see him put his goblet down. Very few have mentioned that name in here. Tivolis has offered me things that I cannot get myself. However, when a being that powerful asks you to join his ranks, the alternative is not necessarily something that you want to explore.
We've explored it.
And how did that work out for you?
We're
He
still
looks
here, aren't we?
directly at Gwen when he says that. You're sitting here, yes. But I have a feeling that it has not been completely without harm. And if you're sitting here, you're far from completed your mission.
I'm just curious about you, because from what I've read about your past, your nobility of purpose seemed far greater when you were in Direfall. I'm wondering what changed with you to turn you into this.
He takes a long sigh.
You seem to have real purpose there.
There comes a
Now
time.
you herd cattle in your fog.
For the moment. He looks at you, Arnon. There is something about you. A touch of something. Perhaps you are the key. He looks around, he kind of snaps out and lifts his goblet back up and says, there comes a time in everyone's quest, everyone's personal adventure, if it were, where decisions have to be made. Do you suffer? Do you subjugate yourself to survive? Do you pick a fight you can most certainly not win? Or do you surrender for a day? So you can continue, so you can build up your forces to potentially survive for longer. Perhaps even flourish.
And what happens, Strahd, when Titivolis accomplishes everything he's seeking? What then? Does he come for your realm?
Clearly, you do not know as much as you think you do. For this realm is as much my kingdom as it is my prison. And when Tutivolis is successful, and he will, don't fool yourself, he will be successful, I will have free reign again. I will be able to leave this place at will, and I will be able to expand my rule to more realms.
Expand your rule.
Everyone answers to somebody. Do not get that wrong. Even your kings answer to somebody, whether it be...
For you, I don't answer to anybody.
I'm sorry? No, I
So
honestly...
you waited earlier that you don't answer to anybody.
I still didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
She doesn't answer to anybody.
That you don't answer to anybody.
Everyone answers to someone, whether it be...
So who do you answer to?
You already know. Your friends just mentioned his name. As of right now, I answer to Tutivolis. Just like your
Who does he answer
kings.
to?
Just like your kings answer to some sort of... Possibly, it could be a deity, it could be another nation. I do not know. I do not know the politics of your lands. We all answer to someone.
So answer her question. Who does Sativolis answer to?
That is not my purview. Titivolus is a being outside of our realm. He has never been a mortal person. He is a devil. He was the right hand of Dispater. So, if you want to go that route, then Titivolus answers to Dispater, who Dispater answers to anyone?
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, exactly, thank you. Everyone answers to somebody. And if you don't answer to somebody, then you have everyone vying for your head.
Is that not the case with you?
How do you mean?
I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Clearly, many people are aiming for your head, regardless of who you answer to.
This is very true. People have been attempting to take my life for centuries. None have been successful.
I wonder, Strahd, at this point, a man of your class, stature, abilities, what's your purpose at this point?
My purpose right now. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with that one.
Is there
Persuasion.
wine or anything in front of us?
Oh yeah, there's a full feast on the table. There's wine in all of your cups, a deep, dark red wine.
And it's wine, it's not blood.
A thing could
I got
be
an
two
8.
things.
What did you say?
My purpose
Instead of
is my
thinking
own.
Two things.
My purpose is none of your concern.
I mean, it is our concern. That's why we're here.
Are his other guests eating?
Make a perception check.
Can't find my character sheet.
Wouldn't our eyes just be able to see if they're
25?
eating or not?
Well, they might be faking it or something.
Depends upon what,
Okay.
what details you get.
Exactly. You notice quite a few times, like most of you look around and you do see them picking up silverware and kind of toying with a few things. Gwen, you haven't seen anyone actually consume anything yet. Well, yes, I believe that you think that my business is of your concern. However, that is my choice to make as to who I allow to know my purpose.
Who's the guy across the table from me next to Rhett?
That's
The guy who let us in?
yeah, that's Rahadin. That's the elven butler, I guess, would probably be the best way to put him.
Like major domo or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their wine glasses, trying to determine if any of them are blood or...
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I will also look for this.
16.
You're not sure. Go ahead and make a perception check. Since you're right next to him,
27.
you do notice his is wine. Rahadin is drinking wine. You can smell it with a 27. Or at least, more or less, you can't smell it. You can't smell the iron that you would get if it was blood.
Can I pick up my glass and smell it?
Yeah, your glass is wine.
Okay, dope. I still put it back down. I'm not drinking it.
I've been drinking mine with pinkies out, high elf style.
Fantastic.
I'm a hair breadth away from just knocking it
So
over
as
out of spite.
he looks across all of you after this conversation, he's like, "You all seem like a very tight-knit group. Tell me, what is the driving what is driving your loyalty to each other? What brought you all together? Is it a shared purpose, or is it something deeper that
I think it's our
binds you
relentless
all?"
pursuit of perfection.
God damn it. We're a military company.
I see that, but I feel like there is something deeper. I get the...
That tends to happen when you spend a lot of time together.
This is a very valid point.
Thanks.
Blood is thicker than water.
I came up with it myself.
We have been to hell and back together a couple times.
So,
Literally.
Accurate.
And a shared enemy goes a long way towards bonding people.
this is truer words have never been spoken. However, he looks across to each one of you. What if I were to tell you that one of the six of you will betray the others?
Kinda. I mean, like, you talking about past, present, future? Like, is this a weird time thing?
It is inevitable.
Is this like a statistics thing? Because I feel like we've already got
This is not a
that.
statistics thing. This is a real thing. One of the six of you will betray the others, whether you are aware of it or not.
Orpheus subconsciously glances over at Gwen.
So
Ulrich
I-
does
we-
everything he can to not look at Gwen.
I said we already crossed that bridge.
So
Yeah,
he didn't
you
answer
did.
the question of like past, present, or future. That Gwen asked.
Can I? Oh God! Hold on. Point of order.
We know how to get past things like this.
Detect thoughts is not detectable by the person it's being cast on unless I dig deeper. Correct?
You can get surface thoughts, yes.
Yeah. So I can get surface thoughts without tipping him off.
You can
Rules is written.
certainly try.
Fuck
Yeah,
you. Rules
wait.
is written.
Wait, what are the components of that?
So it says you initially learn the surface thoughts of a creature. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or probe deeper. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight.
Is
If
it
it succeeds, it ends. Either way, the target
defeat.
knows that you were probing
Yeah.
into its mind.
is it verbal,
it's
semantic,
for-
or is it just a thing that happens?
It's fuck me, never mind. Fuck, I didn't know that's what you were asking.
Yes.
I hate this motherfucker. Okay, anyways.
Okay.
Never mind. Just kidding. I'm gonna point blank ask him who he thinks is going to do the betraying. Rodsy.
Well, if I told you that, it would take away all the fun.
Who betrayed you?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Please roll better though.
These are good for me. That's a 3.
He just completely ignores the question.
Olmed?
I will ask the question again,
I
louder.
I said Olmed. Are you talking about Olmed? Is he the one that betrayed you?
You know a lot, don't you?
From what I've read, it was the other way around.
Well, history is written by the victors, is it not?
Didn't you win? Then why does history say that you betrayed him?
If I won, would I be here? Surrounded by a wall of mist.
Not all victories feel like victory.
Tell
He's
me,
got
what
that
does your
apathy bug.
tell me? In your readings, what does it say happened to Olmid?
He's possibly dead or imprisoned.
Possibly.
Well then, if that's wrong, what happened to him? Enlighten me.
Olmid and I had a falling out. He is the reason why the fog exists. He is the reason why people who enter this land cannot escape.
And yet, this isn't our first time here.
This is your first time to Borovia. This is not your first time to the Shadowfell, but this is your first time to Borovia.
Do I recognize any of these people at the table as the Inquisitors?
Make
Cosima, Ansel, or
a-
Tristan?
Make a history check.
Was this be with advantage?
No.
While he's doing that, can I roll
They're
the
not
look-
undead?
It's a story you remember. It's not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily have to do with undead.
I know that this
would
roll
be a
doesn't matter, but
25.
I want to give Arnon one of my bardic die for his free use
Okay.
at some point.
All right. Butch, what were you saying?
Oh, Butch is not. He's mostly just looking around the room, looking for any symbols of deities, evil, neutral, or good.
You can make a perception check if you would like.
He's been
Arnon.
doing this for a very long time.
Yes, Arnon. With a 25. There wasn't a lot of details about the appearance of the three Inquisitors. However, but you don't notice any symbols of any deities whatsoever. However, there was mention that one was a tiefling, one was a woman, a human woman, and one was a human male. You can be pretty
I'm-
certain that these are.
Guess the tiefling's there. So, and then the human male. So, the woman with the glowing eyes, is she a human?
Woman with the glowing eyes. Yes, she is a human.
And what about the one with the gold headband?
She appears to be human.
Okay.
In the story that you read, The tiefling was Tristan. The female was Ansel. And the male was Cosima.
Okay. I am going to guess that Ansel is the one closest to him with the headband on.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at the three of them in turn and say their names. Tristan, Ansel, Cosima. Is that how you experienced it? Was Olmed the source of this fog? Do you know what happened to him?
To which you see the woman across the table next to Rahadin turn towards you. You think you know much from what I'm assuming is your book reading. However, you still do not know enough. Strahd was a just commander. He protected us. When Olmed reached for power that was not his, and we tried to stop him, was when he imprisoned us.
I'm just not going to respond.
Assuming that was true, what would release you from this prison?
To which Strahd, looking towards you, says, well, there is the rub, is it not? From what I have discerned, this place needs a master. And as long as I am the master, I cannot leave. However, Titivolus came here. He was the only creature who could enter the mist and leave the mist. He promised me he would teach me the ways through the curse that Olmed put on this land.
And demons are known for honoring their deals.
He's a devil.
Is it not in a devil's nature to make a deal? One of you from your party knows this intimately.
I have one question, a new question from this. If you're stuck here, what good are you to him?
He looks at you. That is the question, isn't it? Make a perception check.
$22.
While he says that, you notice a bulge in his mouth as his tongue kind of massages one of his fangs. But he doesn't answer.
Butch is going to say lowly. Softly. I wonder why he hasn't taught him yet.
Why he hasn't taught him? Is that what you said?
Taught him how to leave.
Yeah, taught. I wonder why he hasn't taught Strahd how to leave yet. Butch isn't saying it really to anyone. Of course, Butch knows.
Shit.
Jesus.
Well, Titivolus has his reasons, I'm sure. And it is not for me to say specifically, however. He did say that he would call on me when the invasion was in full swing.
For how long are we going to continue this song and dance?
I don't...
I was wondering what kind of sports and activities go on in Barovia.
I think they play cricket here.
Yes.
There were probably traditional dances.
Seems like
We
a
have
cricket.
we have quite a few young people who have gotten into pickleball lately.
I'll get
Pickleball
fucked.
sounds fun.
I knew this place was fucked.
Butch is
I
gonna
don't have
quiz
any issue with
Strahd
pickleball, but don't you bring it into this castle.
on the ins and outs of pickleball.
Think about
And
it.
here I
Headless
thought the
jousting.
game- Here I thought the game was going to be tag.
Enough politics. Let's talk pickleball.
Extreme.
To answer your question, this, as you so delicately put it, as this song and dance, I am just trying to be a courteous host. I am trying to help you all see this as an opportunity.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You want something from us. Why set all of this up for us if you didn't have an offer to make to us?
Make a persuasion check.
Maybe he likes to play with his food.
That's what I was thinking, or he's just a major narcissist.
A thing can be two things.
So true.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Was that supposed to be persuasion?
Yeah, so what's your modifier for persuasion?
1.
Okay, so it's still 19. It's still 19.
Yeah. Still 19.
Well, you are smarter than you look, some of you. Yes, there is something that I might need from you. As I mentioned before, this place needs a ruler. And I cannot leave as long as I am that ruler. However,
Butch looks at the other people in the room that aren't us.
However, and there are certain qualifications that need to be filled. A certain touch of darkness, as it were. I felt
So
that.
would you need us to gather resumes for you, or
I felt that
is that what need?
as you first came to my into my realm, one of you carries enough darkness with you that may suit my needs. One
You're
of you.
looking for a certain du je sais quoi.
One of you.
From darkness?
Wait a minute. Run that back one more time. Du je sais quoi?
Je sais quoi.
Du je sais quoi.
Shit. All right. Back into character. All right.
Yep.
One of you has the potential to take my place as the ruler of Barovia.
And then be trapped here just like you? With your cattle?
What happens to you is none of my concern, as long as I am able to leave.
You're not selling it very well.
I do not have to sell anything.
What happens if you die?
If that ever happens, I will let you know. It hasn't happened yet, and I've been here for centuries.
Does the person who strikes you down take over? Or is everybody free?
This is information I do not know. Was never told to me. Shockingly, when Olmed designed this prison of Barovia, he did not explain to me what would happen if I were to leave. For to him, it was immortality stuck here for all eternity. I don't
Why
think
don't
he
you just
accounted for somebody taking me down.
Just still find it curious that there's no record of him after he won.
Does the Secret Six come with the crown?
What you do, what if this certain one of you, who I am talking to, takes my place, what he does with his compatriots is none of my
He
concern.
or she.
He or she. I apologize for my misogynism.
Apology, not good.
Why don't you just make your offer?
At Arnon's original comment, I immediately glare at him, thinking of how weird he's looked when he's handled the sword.
When Strahd mentions someone taking his place, does he look at any one of us in particular when he says it?
Make a perception check.
He made that comment like directly to me earlier. Maybe
He
you're the
also
one.
said who I've been talking to.
Yeah. He's looking directly at Arnon.
It's good to be king.
He's looking for somebody with a touch of darkness in his soul, as it were. And out of all of you, there's maybe two that fit that.
His soul.
Their soul, I apologize.
Not me?
Well, he did say, the one I've been talking to. Like, clearly. Okay.
This guy.
This fucking guy over here. Jimmy in the break room, let me tell you about him. Anyway.
The Devil's Break Room?
Devil's
That
Break
place.
Oh my god, I forgot about the Devil's Break Room. Anyway. So, you are at least somewhat correct that there is an offer I have for you. And there is something that I need from you, which is why I invited you all here. Take my place as ruler of Barovia, and you will all live out your life however the new ruler sees fit.
And if we refuse?
Then you will never leave this place. I am a man of my word. Nothing will happen to you tonight. However, you're free to roam my castle. However, I would not recommend going into the lower levels. There are things there. And if you're not armed, you probably will not survive. However, after this night is over, I will no longer guarantee your safety. And if you do not take me up in my deal, you will never leave this land.
But we don't leave if we take up the deal too, right?
But if you take up the deal, you will live in my land. Your land. If you don't,
about this.
if you don't take me up on my deal, you will not live in any land.
I will have to stun you.
God, Dracula's stepdaughter is fucking cracking me up.
Dude, she's awesome. She's like MVP
Yeah,
in the Twitch chat every
fantastic.
week now.
You have to come every week. I'm sorry. This is now your job to be here every single week. Now,
Tell your friends.
please enjoy your meal. Think over the offer that I laid before you. Although I don't believe that you have much of an option.
I'm just gonna start eating.
You already know how much I know about you. Do you really believe that you have a chance against me?
Ditto.
Did you say ditto?
Gosh, it's from what, the 70s, the 80s?
Something along the lines of never tell us the odds. Something like that.
No. I feel like this conversation has brought the mood of the dinner down. Please,
Yes,
let's
more talk of pickleball.
Yes, let's Now. Unfortunately, it is growing late. Me and my compatriots must leave. You are free
Vampire's
to
go to bed early.
Oh,
Is it like 1 o'clock?
shut the fuck up.
They're still up from the night before.
Yeah, that's their
1 o'clock in the afternoon is like 3 o'clock in the morning for their time.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
They took a 24-hour
I was gonna-
energy, and
Yeah.
it's starting to wear off right
You
now.
guys play it? Did you guys play hide the pickle?
Oh no.
Or just pickleball?
No. We must retire to our chambers.
God damn it! Why?
You guys know Pickle Rick?
Oh no.
Pickle Rick.
Enough about the pickles.
You all
no
feel
more pickles.
Feel free to continue your meal here. You all have the safety of my castle until through the evening, through the night. However,
To
once
fill up our jug while we're here.
the morning comes, I can no longer guarantee your safety. We will retire. Think of the offer. Think very hard about your next moves. The next time I see you will not be as cordial as tonight. And with that, the lights flicker. And when they come back on, everyone on that side of the table is gone.
And hear loud organ music.
Machine with like carefully placed lights and candles, because that's
Put
what I want
the
this
candle back. All right. Well,
You'll see little black bats fly off.
and with that, we will go ahead and end it for the evening because it is almost midnight. So,
it's like
next week, Honey Heist ran by our very own Sam as I believe Emery will both be out next week. So, Honey Heist, stay tuned.
It'll be a small, tight-knit group of bears.
Absolutely. And then in 2 weeks, we will pick up.
Our small, tight-knit.
That is true. In 2 weeks, we will pick up right here at the end of this dinner. As the 6 of you, sorry, I forgot. As the 6 of you sit in this dining room in Castle Ravenloft in the land of Barovia. Your vampiric host and his counsel, for lack of a better term, leaving you. Buggered off. As you sit there unarmed in your fancy clothes. And we will see what happens then. So, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, follow on YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, Kick, Threads, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikToks are fun. You should check out the TikToks. They're awesome. Like and subscribe. Follow us on everything. And
Well, we got 1 subscriber tonight.
we will see you next week for Honey Heist.
Where you won't even have to worry about rolling natural ones. Or will you?
Honestly, natural ones I think are better.
So,
Those are the ones you want.
Yeah, those are the ones you want.
oh my god.
The ones that you want.
Dracula's stepdaughter. Can the 6 of you escape the dining room? Can you dash on the bill? Find out in 2 weeks. Same bat time, same bat channel. She's gonna.
Nice.
She's
country.
yeah. She is going to write all of our ending speeches from now on. So, congratulations, Dracula's stepdaughter. You now have a job that you
gosh.
never signed up for.
No.
Also, check out the Patreon if you haven't. As
That's true.
cheap as $5 a month, or as expensive as $250, depending on what kind of benefits you want. They're all awesome. Check it out.
Wow.
Patreon.com/those natural ones. Anyway, like and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Have a fantastic evening. Bye-bye now.